It's a mind twist thingy. It gives you them little mind twists,
All right.
shenanigan thing.
You ready to do this, bro?
I think so.
Let's get it going.
Yes,
All
sir.
Give us a countdown.
Hey, we're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
What's going on, everybody? I got a piece of ice in my mouth.
Yeah, you,
It's your boy Jay Banks. It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
Not Tuesday. This one was so dope that we had to go ahead and squeeze it in this week. AI, how you feeling about this podcast
Man,
today?
feeling great. We have back-to-back great podcasts. Last night, which was awesome. Today's gonna be next level. Like, so ready, man. Like,
Yeah, bro.
so much to learn too.
And I
Really,
just learned that your very first Liquid Death was here at the store.
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
they're sponsoring the podcast, bro. So now they're infiltrated the Cincinnati Bengals, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. Big shout out, man. So I just had this for the first time, and my mind was thinking I was drinking beer.
Yeah, bro.
Hell
My
yeah.
taste buds was tasting water. But
Yeah.
it was amazing, man. I'm a big fan of it now. So definitely got to start incorporating that into to my daily routine. So
Yeah, you know, they're smart, bro. The way they started the business was at the Vans Warped Tour. They had Monster was like the sponsor, and all the artists were on stage, and they had Monster cans, but they filled them with water for the artists because they didn't want to pass out on stage by just drinking Red Bulls or Monsters.
Oh, man.
So it sparked an idea in his head. He's like, let's do it in cans and just make it cool, right? So
No, it's
just
cool.
and it's good too. It's like
cool.
8.1 pH balance. It's got more electrolytes than like Essentia and the other waters, man. So it gives you a
Seriously?
little burst of energy. Yeah.
Oh, man, yeah, I'm huge on the the alkaline water, getting your essentials in. So I didn't know that. Like I'm learning something new every day.
Bro, I'm with you, man. Like I was never like a water guy, but my
Yeah.
wife can tell, like, bro, like she knows the good stuff and the bad stuff. And we actually did like a water test at our old clothing store, and we had like 7,000 views in the first 12 hours. And then like some guy came in, was like, "Hey, we want to put an alkaline system in your store."
Really?
Yeah, because like it was like right on the Kentucky State Highway. He's like,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of people that are running down and jogging, and you know, this could be like an official spot for the alkaline water. But
So were y'all like dropping the color things in it, the little color drop, the little blue drop?
yeah, bro, yeah,
Crazy.
it was.
I'm the same way with water. Like water has a distinctive taste. Like certain
Yeah.
waters is like I can't drink it because it tastes too like chemically altered or
That old
yeah.
Dasani, bro.
Yeah,
Dasani used to be terrible. Now it's not that bad. I think they got enough
I'm about
hate.
to say, so they were sponsored the NFL, so that's all we have in the locker room, the Dasani, and I can't drink it. Not a fan of it, man.
Yeah, but
Not
bro,
a fan.
we'll have to stock you up with a case,
Yeah.
little case
Yeah.
of Liquid Death for you, bro.
Yeah,
for
man.
Sure.
Yeah, they say Liquid Death, come holla at me.
Hey, they're here for it too, man. They always watch this
Yeah.
stuff, and they're
Yeah.
they're always paying attention to that social media shit
That's
too,
dope.
man.
That's dope. This shit. Like I said, hello. Nice to meet you guys, and nice to finally taste it. I've been seeing it from afar, so met up with the mad scientists. Finally got a taste of the old Liquid Death, so I'm excited.
I appreciate that,
Oh, yeah.
bro. And I'm excited for you to be here, man. Now I know that you popped in last week when we had Dre on.
Yeah.
And we didn't get a chance to meet, but it was like as soon as you walked in, dude, it's like I've got this thing where like I feel like auras match. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what that positivity is, but I put people in baskets right away.
Yeah,
like
100%.
and it's like the second that we met, it was like, oh, this is gonna be my guy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts, man. Like I said, energy can't lie. You can say something out your mouth, but your energy tell everything.
Yeah.
That was one of the things my dad always spoke on. Like when you walk into the room, your energy speaks before any word comes out of your mouth.
For
So
sure.
obviously, you can't lie about energy. Your energy, speaks for itself. So.
It exudes.
Oh no,
Yeah.
100%. It lights up a room. It's like it comes off you as if it's like a cologne or something. So.
Oh, it
Like
definitely
I said,
does.
But that's vice versa. So definitely excited to meet you. Definitely, like you said, didn't get to meet you last time, but definitely feel the same type of way about you, man. So
I
much
appreciate
respect.
that,
Much
bro.
respect. Both of you guys, man.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know Andrew wants to get into something real quick.
Yeah. So before we dive into like anything Bengals related, whatever, we were talking earlier about you doing the production side of things and video, and I mean like the logo. Like there's so much we were just talking about.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I mean? Like so like I'd like to dive into that first,
Yeah,
and then we'll get to
100%.
the sports stuff
Yeah,
later.
man. So,
Yeah.
it's something that's near and dear to me, man. I love the production of it. Like I was explaining, literally said it earlier, man. Just spent the whole life, being the one shot of the camera. Obviously being on the other side of the camera, but
Yeah.
definitely want to change it up and just be on the other side of the camera and be the one shooting. But it's like, the capturing a picture and capture, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, but it's like, I want my picture. I want my company to be that 1,000 words that's being shot. So,
Absolutely.
There's so much video, like just this new age with social media and everything that's going on with marketing and everything that goes on. So that's production in every possible way. Everything is production and marketing. And it's like, it's an amazing space to get into. And it's an amazing niche. It's a hobby. I said it's just the future, and I'm definitely excited to be able to dive into that. And met some amazing people along the way, great people that that's going to help be a part of that process and help build that foundation. So excited for the future, man. Excited for everything that comes with it.
When did you first realize that was something you were interested in before the passion came, or did the passion come right away? Like, when did you start?
It's always been a thing. So I remember my grandma bought me. So I know you remember the old cameras with the.
Yeah.
Hey, Tyrell just picked one up, bro.
Yeah.
So I used to go to church camp. I used to go to church camp
Okay.
every year, and she used to always buy me one of them. And he used to have like 15 shots or whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
And like I said, I used to love just taking random pictures and coming home and then getting a little VH, whatever you call it, a little scroll or whatever with everything with the pictures on it. But just enjoying that at a young age and kind of just built that love for it at a young age. I always took pictures. I always was the one when we went on family vacations, the one taking the pictures with my phone and just understanding it from that standpoint. So just obviously just growing into this space now is just something that I just want to be a part of. It's a hobby and something that I grew to love.
That's the thing, is you don't, like you said, you're on the other side of the camera most of the time, right? So you would never think that. Like when you mentioned that earlier, I was kind of like wondering what you were here, like what your promotion was, what was happening, like, you know what I mean? Like the season's a ways away, we're getting to, that where off season's happening. So like what's up? And then when you mentioned production, I was like, oh, okay, I see him. Right. Boop. Instantly came out. All right, let's gather some questions. Yeah, like, because that's the thing. It's like when the football end of things, that's what you do, and so much passion's there. Yeah. But like, there's always that outlet. Everyone has something. It might be small. It might be as small as reading. I just like to read or whatever. Yeah. But then some people like to be creative with it. Yeah, no, and that's pretty awesome that you're on the creative side of things. Yeah, no, who would have thought? Like when you don't know someone from our point of view, football player, this is what he does. Yeah. But like when you peel back the onions, the layers, man, that's awesome, because I mean, you could really for sure.
Bro, Randy Johnson's a prime example. He went from an MLB pitcher to a photographer. He's on the sidelines taking photos now, which is fire.
It's such a beautiful space, man. It's just think about like just the media, like the whole world can be transpired into this certain type of view, and it's based off the media,
for
pictures,
sure,
cameras, all the social media. But it's like, you can completely control what you want to put out. You can control a narrative. You can do all of that, with production and videography. It's just such a beautiful space, man. It's something that, just finding a hobby, something that you love. Obviously, outside of football, especially, being in the NFL, you have to have a hobby. You have to have something that you love to do and have near and dear to your heart. So photography, videography has definitely been that. So that's, that's what kind of transpired. And the reason why that production company is here now.
That's dope, man. And what I like about the answer was you didn't just fall back on like, well, that's the wave, right? Like everyone's going social media, so I got to put out this content. Like, you're a rare breed, because you started out with the Polaroid, or not the Polaroid, but the film cameras, right?
Film deal,
So you've got a little backstory on it too. Like you knew where it came from, and now you know where it is today. Like that's one of the reasons why I feel like I'm so good here, is because like I went through life without the internet, right? And I'm 42, so I graduated in '99. Like, I had like the original Nokia phone, that brick, right? So, so it's like, bro. But like there's like this rare breed of like 10 years where like I know what life is like without the internet. And I know how to implement the internet into how life was and kind of double down on it. So that's why I feel like, when the store here, it's like it's an interactive retail, and like no one's ever tried to do interactive retail. So, when you and I were talking earlier, it's like everyone's telling me to go online, and I'm like, dude, I'm trying to reinvent the wheel here. Like, give me some space and let me try to create a cool store that's not just like buy clothes, right? But and that's the thing, is like I've got a little bit of that backstory. Like I started out in Chicago and then made my way here, but it's just one of those things where you know, I'm not just in it because that's the social move, right? Like there's a backstory to it, and it like for me, like just hearing it for 5 minutes, it's like it sounds like, you know, that was your go-to as a kid, man, as like that was your passion, and obviously football, you know. Football's first because that's what's, you know, paying the big bills. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but
give you extra opportunities too.
Yeah, no,
There's more. Yeah, there's.
That's the biggest thing, man.
That's where I was going with it. I was kind of leaning there.
That's the biggest thing, man. It's just obviously I said, you know, it's something that's spoken on a lot, but football is the most least interesting thing about me, and I feel like, you know, obviously
that's impressive.
Yeah, I love football. You know, it's you know, I love it. It's what I do, but it's not who I am. And it's like, you know, just understanding the leverage and everything, you know, just the opportunities that come from it, man. You know, obviously the rooms that you can get into now, obviously being in the NFL and just being active, you probably won't be able to get those phone calls. You probably won't be able to get those meetings 5 years, 10 years down the line if you're not actively playing. So it's just, obviously football has opened so many doors for me, you know, on and off the field tremendously. And I'm just so blessed and so, you know, unbelievable blessed. And, football has been absolutely amazing, and like I said, I love it to death. You know, it's opened so many doors. It keeps the lights on, but like I said, but I love who I am outside of football and what I'm trying to do, and you know, the people I've met, and just the energy that comes from the world. You know, when you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, and I think it's like we've seen a really intense season. Obviously, what happened at you know, right? We won't jump into that, but but life is bigger than football. Is what it comes down to. Yeah. So regardless of what happens to each individual, but there is more to it. So like when you start going into the layers of a human, like yourself, like many other athletes, it comes down to like what sparks me, what gets me going beyond me, you know, running in front of a grown man trying to take me out. You know what sparks me? What gets me going in the morning? Like what's my routine? Is this a part of my routine? And I think that people put what they love aside sometimes, and that it's painful because like if you love it, like you should double down on it.
Cherish it.
Find an hour a day to do what you love, even an hour. Like cut back half an hour to sleep before and after, whatever. But get that hour of love in because at the end of the day, like it's what gets your soul going. You know what I mean? Like life is bigger than what you do for a living. Yeah. And I think that's really important. And people don't go they don't go that way. They kind of like resist for some reason. I don't really know why. I like to go where I enjoy the most. What I like, you know, podcasting. I'm music first ultimately, but like, I mean, at the end of the day, like I'm able to merge those worlds with music and the podcast. So I do what I love every single day, and I think that is what you should be double down on because life is long, man, and you should do what you love. Yeah,
exactly. It's long, but it's short.
It is short.
You never know. So it's like you can't spend your life, you can't spend your whole time wondering and hoping on an opportunity. No, make that opportunity happen now. Yeah. Love what you do and cherish what you do. It's like what they say, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
For sure.
So, you just got to love what you do, but most important, you got to love yourself. And I feel like that's the foundation of everything. You know, people forgetting to love themselves along the journey. They're, you know, loving everything else, loving everybody else's dreams, but forget to love themselves along the way. So,
for sure,
you know, obviously that's a common denominator in everything that you want to do in life, for sure.
Yeah, man. And I saw earlier you were, you know, you got a FaceTime from the wifey. Actually, it was a FaceTime from your kid, right? You picked up the phone and it was just what's your kid's name?
Easton Cash Williams.
Yeah, bro, and it was just like you stopped everything you were doing and you just like sat there and you just started like you know just having a straight conversation with him, and then like you know he got you to even growl, bro.
Right.
Which is like
it's crazy, man. Yeah, so that's our thing, man. We're big on animals. He loves animals, so we kind of trying to understand each animal. So he knows what sound each animal makes. So he can go through each and every animal. So I'll be like, hey, Easton, what sound does a monkey make? He'll be like, ooh, ah, ah, you know, so, you know, just interact. Like, just little things like that, man. You know, something that's special and near and dear to him and me. So it's just like, you know, I love him to death, man. I will absolutely, everything I do in this life is really to set him up for the future. You know, it's not, at the end of the day, you know, when the day he was born, you know, June 2nd, you know,
life changes.
Life changed.
Yeah.
Life changed, you know, 2020.
It's
2020?
2020. It's a COVID baby.
Yeah. Mine was 2019, August 30th. So right before the COVID hit, but we were at home like with her first steps and everything. So Charlie's first steps were taken because I mean, obviously they're taken, but like we were there videoing, like we were able to because everyone's at home. So it was a really like interesting time to be raising a child. It's my first as well. So Yeah, she's 3.5 now, and she was at the store earlier, actually, right before you guys got here.
My question to you, how does that feel? Waking up every day, how does it feel knowing that you have a deeper purpose when you wake up and go to work every day?
You know what? It's beyond work. It's like, honestly, like, I always thought that I was going to do something, like, just a little bit different because I just go on my own path and I make my own way, however that looks. Like, but when she was born, it was like all the stuff that I had done prior. Like, I got to play in a band, I got to go on tour, I got to go do some cool stuff, and it just like not erased, but it just kind of felt so small, so small. Everything seemed so minuscule, and I was like, all right, all the stuff I was worried about before I walked in this hospital. Like, I don't know what I'm worried about when I walk out. Yeah. Like, I'm caught up on, like, bills, whatever. But, like, I don't even know what I'm worried about other than this little bundle of joy, right? So, like,
that you've never seen before.
Never seen before. So when I held her, it was like magic is what I kind of, like, equated to.
Yeah, 100%.
It was real life magic. And at that point forward, I was like, you know what? Like, nothing I do now matters what I do. It's about what I do to impact her. Yeah. And that's really, like, my focus when I wake up. Even if I don't have, like, we co-parent. So, like, even if I don't have her, like, I just think about, all right, I've got 2 days till she's coming back to me. So, like, we split the week. So, like, halfway through the week, I'm on full-on dad mode. But, like, I'm dad mode all the time because I'm preparing for that time. Yeah, 100%. Like, I fill my hours, live life hour by hour, do my thing. And, like, when the time comes, Daddy's there, man. Like, we're here. And, like, thing, and it's like my passion. She's like everything. Everything before that just seemed like cool experiences. Yeah. And that's cool.
Yeah, like, that's you know what, that's exactly the cool experiences, right?
That's what I feel.
Like that's and
I've had a lot of them, dude. I've been on rooms with cool people, but
I can see how much you've changed since you've had her, right? Like your whole mindset is like, you know, now you've got these like horse blinders on, and now you're like, all right, bro, there's the goal line, and I'm ready to tackle it, right?
Right, yeah. Like I don't like to shut these doors every year, but if I had to take her to the restroom to potty, like those doors would shut. Those are the one situation, like, because I like will keep it open, run to the restroom, like back and forth at the store, like
he'll keep the store open an hour and a half later, bro. I'll just see him in here, like just hoping somebody's watching a movie up there.
Yeah, I do, like day to day, like that's what we're doing. But like when it comes down to her, everything's aside. She's it. That's it. Like that's it. And then it's hard to explain. Like I'm proving nothing to anybody. It's not about anything of like being a great dad and that like stigma that kind of comes with being a single dad, but like no, it's just it's about her.
The connection, man.
Dude, it's so deep. Like me and her have quite a connection, and it's something I've never experienced before, and I'm not willing to like loosen. Like I want it to be that from this point as long until she slams the door in my face and gets mad at me for no reason. We'll see when that time comes. But like I can see but those are the things. Like as she grows, I can't wait for all the struggles to overcome. And just to see the eyes through a little girl that's going to do what she does. Because I've lived the life of a boy. I did sports. I wrestled in high school. 100%. That was kind of my thing. Like, played music, did my thing. Like, but now, it's her. This is just what's going to provide for her. And that's where I'm at with it. And, like, good question. Appreciate you asking that, man.
I didn't even know a lot of that. So I appreciate you
every day.
Bro.
I feel like that's the most important thing. Like those down to earth questions. You know.
Oh
those are the type of things. You know, obviously you can know a person from a certain standpoint, but it's like what's truly important to somebody. You know.
For sure.
What's the reason somebody wakes up? What's the reason somebody goes to sleep at night? You know, what makes somebody truly happy? And at the end of the day, I feel like that's what's most important, and that's the type of things I like to know about.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there, right there, literally that one, yeah.
So
nice.
Oh my gosh.
Big time. So I've got a question, man. So when you're doing the animal sounds with Easton, does he know what a Bengal sounds like?
A tiger, he 100%.
Okay, I was just wondering if he would just yell back "hooday" instead of.
No, that's why he said he's seeing the. Obviously, this is a lion. This is a lion, correct? I got a lion on my head. Yeah.
Looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lion on, but obviously I always say a tiger, and he does the same thing as a lion. He makes the same sound.
All right.
But like I said, he loves it. He loves the roar. Obviously, for some reason, but he knows his dad plays for the Bengals, like a tiger. But he loves the roar, and every time he roars at the games, if he at the games, he roars. If you're watching the game on TV, he's roaring. But
that's
like I said,
awesome,
man. It's crazy how a 2-year-old can really grasp that idea and really just hone in on the little things. But like I said, it's just an amazing feeling just seeing him evolve. And you know, I love him to death, and it's just an amazing feeling as a dad, man. Like that's my seed. That's my son. You know,
right.
You know, but
yeah, for sure.
It's just something near and dear to me, man. I'm excited. I love it, and I I'm ready to see him evolve even more.
It's amazing what they pick up. It's amazing
Scary
what
what they pick
it's
up,
it's
too.
it's crazy, bro. Like literally, it's crazy. Like I'm telling you, like we do week split. So she'll be gone for like 3 to 4 days. She comes back, and then whatever she had to say the last time she was with me, she'd be like, "Where's my bracelet?" And I was like, "Your bracelet?" She's like, "Hold on," and she'll like run, and she's 3.5 now, so she's running doing her thing, and she puts it on the door handle.
That was a classic sound, bro.
The door handle. She puts it on the door handle to save it for later in her bedroom, and she takes it off and puts it back on. She's like, "Yes." And I was like, I'm like, "Who are you? Like, what is going on? You hiding bracelets?"
She was thinking about that all week,
The
bro.
whole
Can't
time she
wait
was
to
gone.
get back to my bracelet.
First thing she brought up to me,
Bracelet.
the bracelet.
But they remember.
They do.
remember.
It's so amazing. It really it's like I'm like watching like a real life. I think it's hard to. It's like a real like not a movie, but like it's a real life like she's like socially improving like because like she's really like good with kids like she's
100%.
like Mother Goose in her she's like the oldest in her preschool so like and so socially she's great she's great with dogs she does all these things like she's so awesome so like watching her just be it's fascinating I'm just like man that is cool
I did good for myself.
yeah it's great
right?
it's so good it's so good yeah man I it's literally the best part of life.
Do you have like are you hoping that Easton becomes a football player or I mean obviously like to me it seems like you're the type of guy that's like whatever he wants to do in his life but like but obviously the bills are getting paid.
Oh yeah.
So it's like you're gonna try to steer him in the running back direction.
I'm son. There's nothing wrong with playing football. But I definitely want to leave that door open to him, whatever he wants to do. And that was initially the reason why I decided not to name him Trayveon Williams Jr.
Right.
I wanted him to obviously have his own legacy and not be known as, the son of his dad. Obviously when they hear his name. But, obviously give him Easton. He'll still carry on the Williams legacy, obviously.
Right.
But just give him his own opportunity to be whatever he wants to be.
For sure.
I tell him that now, as a 2-year-old. Like, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a garbage man, whatever you want to do, do it to your best ability, and have fun and enjoy it when you wake up and have pride in it, take pride in it. So, obviously, whatever he wants to do, he has a full green light to do it.
For sure.
And I'm going to support it anyway. I'm a proud dad regardless.
That's awesome, man.
I want him to do it. Whatever she wants, same thing.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. It's like,
Life,
I mean, at the end of the day, like, I mean, she's a girl. She's probably not going to necessarily. She might wrestle. I don't know. But like, but we'll see. I don't know.
She's taking over the brand, bro.
She's probably
her and Aslan are going to take over the brand, so you and I can just live on a beach somewhere with our girls.
That's cool.
She got it.
Yeah.
She'll set the tone and keep it going and blow it up even more.
Yeah,
bro.
She knows the store very well. She knows
dope,
ins and outs. Yeah. And she's. I mean, that's why I said I'm very surprised. For real, like I've learned like how much she knows, how much she's picked up, like what's at Daddy's work, what we're doing there, waiting for Nanny and Pawpaw. Like she knows all the steps, and she just will tell you out. I was like, "This is what we're doing today," and I'm like, "Oh wow, I didn't even." All right, that's what we are. We are doing that.
She's turning into the boss. I see.
That's like that's the itinerary.
She runs the show.
She
bro.
does. She really does. I'm just like, it's amazing because like she's just picking up on what we say. I can tell like she like will say exactly as we say it. You know what I mean? Like I don't ever say like goodbye, have fun. That's not how I'm usually communicating. But she always says it. I'm like, where did you hear it? Then one time I heard her mom say it as they were leaving. I was like, oh, that's where she's hearing.
Exactly.
She's literally picking it up exactly as they're saying. Yeah, and that tells you how much you impact your child. You know what I mean? Like you don't even realize it. You're just living your life and trying to be the best parent that you can be. And they're like picking up things like mimicking, if you will. But then they start catching on to extra stuff, and they start like noticing things. Yeah.
Don't learn everything.
Don't learn everything. Yeah, right.
Scary at the same time.
Right. So like so with dad life, like what shows are you watching at the house? Let's talk. Oh, I know you're experiencing. I'm there with you.
So y'all ever heard of Motown Magic?
No.
Oh shit! It's called Motown Magic. That was my favorite show that he was watching.
Yeah.
It was
watching past tense.
Past tense.
Yeah.
It's actually a Canadian show. As crazy as it is, a show based in Canada, but it's called Motown Magic. So it was all the Motown songs. So obviously the old school like. The theme song is ABC by the Jackson 5.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
So it's all the old school classics, and the kids are they're just on there singing that and just doing all the different type of journeys. But he was grasping onto that, singing that type of stuff. But it was an amazingly put together TV show. And obviously now he's a Spider-Man connoisseur.
Hey,
he's in and out Spider-Man.
That's
Obviously,
Charlie.
This year is going to be
Spidey,
Spider-Man themed.
Spidey and Amazing Friends.
Oh man, his Spidey senses are going crazy.
Yeah. Charlie too. She's all about it.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But I love it, man. He's enjoying it. It's funny how he picks up and he's understanding everything. But just seeing him find a love for something and gaining a love for something, it's an amazing feeling for sure.
Yeah, it is. It is. I all the shows she watches, like some shows I'm like, all right, we'll put it on. Like, but other shows, I'm cool. Like the Spidey Amazing Friends, I'm cool.
Yeah.
With the show called Doc McStuffins. It's also on Disney Plus. Yeah. I don't know. It might be. It's like
Doc McStuffins.
Doc McStuffins. It's like
look
Toy
at
Story.
Trey coming through with a bunch of food, bro.
Oh man, where you coming at?
Oh, he
Yeah,
is.
he's coming in right behind you right now.
Coming in with the food there.
Trey, coming in hot.
Trey coming in hot. Hey, go ahead, pass that to him. Oh man, I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, bro. Teamwork makes dream work.
Teamwork
Man.
makes the dream work. For
Teamwork
sure.
makes the dream work, man. You already know. I
Trey's
appreciate it.
fire too, bro. You got
Listen,
you got a good crew behind you, man.
Yeah, bro. They're up.
Oh, listen. Trey Teague, Rockstar Barber. If y'all haven't heard of him, the hottest barber in Cincinnati.
Bro,
Hey.
clean up my guy Tyrell's neckline, bro. He doesn't know what he wants to do with his hair right
Exactly.
now.
Exactly. Then we got my guy Ty right here, man. You know, he's a
Yeah,
cold.
man.
He's my right hand man with Leethal Production, man. Definitely, there's no way I would be doing this without him. He's my day-to-day photographer, videographer. He does everything, man. Amazing guy. You wouldn't even believe the guy's 20 years old.
Yeah, we were
Trey,
talking.
you want to get on or Trey? You want to get on the mic real quick, bro? We can get you on right here.
Yeah, man.
You
Like I
you
said,
can come over here
got an
or you can pop in right there.
Got an amazing group of guys behind me, man. It's,
Come on over here, bro. Let's sit down. Let's talk production for 20 minutes before we get into the Bengals for the last hour.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's like, shit, I was just about to eat, bro.
He said, shit. T. My dog, man. I appreciate you.
Coming in hot.
Coming in. You see it? Hold on. Turn
Hey,
around.
peep that shirt.
man,
Yeah,
I
you
said,
saw it.
look,
Yeah.
You see it? You see it? We repping, man.
Step over
Leethal
here. Step
Production.
over here. Step
I'm
over
about to
here.
say, step over here. Step
There's
over
a
there.
camera, right?
Leethal Production, man.
It's
We're
right here.
branding. We're repping anyhow,
right here.
anyway, man. You see it?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. That's
Hot
it.
off the press,
Yeah,
bro. We
hot
just-
off the press. The mad scientist got me right.
Hey.
Got him right.
Yeah, man. That's what we do here, bro. We print on demand and we come in hot.
Put them headphones on.
Trey G.
Trey G.
Shout
Coming
out.
in hot. Yeah, Trey G.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, we had another musician on a while ago. His name was Trey G. Trey Garrett.
Trey G.
Yeah, he's fire, bro. Local rapper, but he had a new album just dropped and it was called Coming In Hot.
Coming in hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he coming in hot?
Dude,
Yeah,
Was he really coming in hot?
Dude, he's
Yeah.
fire, bro. He's good, man. He's really good. Yeah.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah,
yeah,
dude,
y'all
yeah.
good.
Yo, if it says anything, his dad is named Pinky, and he's
Oh man,
and
I'm
he's
peeking.
he's he's the top of the food chain when it comes to like the bouncing 6'4s and shit.
Oh man, for real.
Yeah, like he puts them all together. He does the framework for the cars, and
that's
he's
dope.
like everyone knows who Pinky
I
is when
was
it comes to
literally
those.
just talking about this yesterday. Said I want a 6'4" with some hydraulics on it.
Let's go, dude.
The
I can-
the East Coast vibe.
So Pinky's the guy to get a hold of, man.
Yeah.
He'll set you up right, dude.
Yeah.
I might be able to find a car in Alabama, bro. I got
Talk
my
to me, man.
my,
Let me
my
know.
family out there. That,
Uh-huh.
that they can still find some fire out
Oh,
there.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah,
Mad
bro.
scientist, man. Looking out.
Yes, sir. And
That's
you're
awesome.
from Houston, right? That's what you were saying.
Houston, Tejas, man. Houston, Texas. Born
Yeah.
and raised. Love it. Third largest city in the world.
Yeah.
It was an adjustment coming to Cincinnati. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man.
For sure.
That's what I was saying earlier off
It was
camera.
an
Like the
adjustment.
adjustment.
It was
I was
definitely an
yeah.
adjustment. You know, obviously coming from a big city to a smaller city, but obviously Cincinnati embraced me with open arms, and I love it. You know, I love it. I'm here really mainly mostly throughout the year. You know, so
That's awesome, man.
it's amazing. Like I said, I've grown to love the 513. And,
Yes, sir.
And embrace everything that comes with
You
the
gotta
Queen
you're
City,
gonna have to
so-
embrace the 283
Yeah.
here soon.
Yeah.
That's Cincinnati's
I was
new
about to say,
area
How
code.
they run out of area codes? Like that,
Man.
I've never even heard of that.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Expansion, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Expansion. Yeah.
I've never even heard of that one, but you know it's dope. So I love it, and it's just crazy how the city has evolved from 2019 when I first got here.
Yeah,
To
bro.
2023, man. It's trending in the right direction, and I'm excited, man. Excited for the city.
For sure, bro. Like once you see stuff building past 12th Street, like
Yeah.
past Liberty, you
Yeah,
know, like where
100%,
that
yeah.
Shell station is. Now that stuff's going up that way, you're like, holy cow,
Yeah,
bro.
shit's
Like
getting real.
you know it's getting limited space now,
yeah,
right?
nah, facts. Nah, definitely Vine Street, going down Vine Street. Godly.
Yeah, it's totally different, bro. What do you go? Do you go out to the clubs? Do you do that thing? You're a homebody
here and there. Obviously, if after a big win or something, I might go out with a couple teammates. But primarily, I'm a homebody, man. I like to stay out the way, man. It's too much going on out here, man. I'm not gonna act like I don't do anything, but primarily, I like to stay out the way. I like to stay in the background and kind of be home and staying out the way and really just honing in on, self-worth and then
Behind the camera.
Behind the camera, man.
There you go.
Behind the camera, that's
man.
where
So that's pretty much
man.
what I like to do.
How did you two meet?
Man, it's crazy. So
shout out Cam, Freck the Barber.
Freck the Barber, backhand. Shout out Cam, man. He did a lot of work for Cam in his back-end brand. He helped, model and bring the productivity to that. And we've always crossed paths, along that journey. And obviously we just met and kind of had the same type of niche, same type of love for photography. And he loved, I thought I loved photography. This guy, he lives and breathes it. And obviously he can speak on that. But, he lives and breathes it and understands it. And, it was just one of those things, man. We had a round talk table one day and we were just talking. And, me and him kind of hit off on it. And it was like, hey, I had this idea. And, he was all on board for it. And we've just been working for it. We just recently purchased just got in on the studio up in Cincinnati. So got a production set up down there. And we're still, day by day, we're getting together. It's coming together, man. It's so beautiful. But just seeing the dream, the vision, and everything's coming along. So it's fruitful, man. You love it, and I love the process of it. So like I said, man, he's an amazing dude. So so thankful and happy I met him, and just a young, hungry dude, man. You wouldn't even believe he's 20. Like it still blows my mind.
Right.
Still blows my mind, man. Yeah.
I mean that's how it is. If you grew up in, did you want to do filmography? Like, did you grow up?
What's crazy is honestly, I was at Ohio State my freshman year of college, and I was a business marketing major, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do and stuff.
That's the entry, bro.
That's the entry.
Business, right? I'm a go into business and I'm gonna filter it through there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I did the same thing, bro. Yeah.
Exactly. And then so obviously I just wasn't I don't know. I was hanging out with some kids I went to high school with, and I just wasn't really feeling it too much. I was I want to do more than just kind of still be, because I'm from Columbus. I grew up up there, and so I was just I'm trying to do something different. I came visited some homies down here in Cincinnati, and one of my friends, he was did photography stuff, and I was like, that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? I think I feel I've always wanted to travel and experience things, because I grew up very privileged, but also very sheltered as well. So
right.
I did not get to go out and see the world for what it actually is, and obviously I feel with a camera you can do a lot of that.
Man, so beautiful.
Capture it all.
Obviously, past couple weeks and stuff, we've been
grinding,
pretty busy.
Man. We've been grinding, man, and it's crazy, man. It's I just want to drop all the intel and what we've been doing, but it's amazing stuff, man. It's
little breadcrumbs, bro. Just leave breadcrumbs for everybody.
So I recently signed a deal with OnlyFans.
Oh, all right.
There you go.
Okay.
First marketing deal they've done with any professional player.
Holy cow!
Signed a full exclusive deal with OnlyFans where they capture, they get to capture with a full exclusive of everything behind the scenes of being an NFL player, being a professor, being an entrepreneur, and just day-to-day life and stuff. So obviously that's something that's dropping June 1st, May 1st. So
coming up,
like
bro.
I said, it's amazing, man. And we've been shooting stuff. So this week, got to go literally Friday. I got my last class, obviously professor at the law school. Got my last class Friday, and then Friday afternoon, then Friday night, I got to go speak at Von Miller's foundation event. And then
dope.
Saturday, I got to do the coin toss at the spring game. So it's nonstop stuff, but it's amazing, man. It's just stuff like that, but they're paying for that exclusivity of that. So it's really basically having a YouTube, a Twitch, or having some type of sort of subscription that type of setup. But
for
obviously,
sure,
OnlyFans is paying to primarily have that on their platform because they're trying to change the narrative of their platform.
I mean, bro, it's so genius, right?
That
because
is
there's
genius.
there's
genius.
there's Patreon, that you can go that route, and I've had Patreon. Really confusing to use. It's not user friendly. It's not you can just hop on and just look up Trayveon Williams and then find your content, bro. But the fact that they're gearing towards that, they know they've saturated this market, and now they want to capitalize another one.
Yeah,
it's a move, bro.
Yeah,
crazy,
bro,
man.
and the fact that you're the first, bro.
Stuff going on, man. Like I said, Football is the least most interesting thing
I
about,
can
man.
see
We're doing
that.
a lot
I
of
can
different
see
things,
that.
man.
How much
but
time do we have?
Bro, I asked
Describe it
breadcrumb, and he's like, "Here's a loaf.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I'm
about to
like,
say,
I got
I
another
chuck you a
loaf in my
slice.
pocket."
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like-
a little booty. What they call the booty bread? The little booty bread.
Yeah, bro.
the beginning of it. But like I said, we're doing a lot of amazing things, man. And it's definitely one of those things where they wanted it to be done. And it's an amazing opportunity for the production company because everything could be produced within our own production company.
for
So
sure,
everything
bro.
is
Keep it all in
in-house.
house, and
Yeah,
and you know what it's gonna look like when it goes out, which is the best
man.
part,
So,
man.
you know, at the end of the day, man, it's so much, man. It's so much stuff going on in this world. So many opportunities that you can capitalize on. So many different companies that I deal with from a marketing standpoint. So it's like, obviously, when I'm doing this marketing stuff, why not produce the content? Why not produce the stuff within my own company?
100%, dude.
You know, it's easy. You know,
Double down on yourself,
double
right?
down on
And the
yourself.
homie.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, exactly. So it's like, bro, it's just crazy. Like the opportunities and just, you know, how everything, you know, obviously life aligns in a certain type of way. And then we'll sit up there till 2 a.m. at the studio just talking about life.
Damn near every night.
Yeah, literally, and the goals that we have. But it's just like, you know, when life happens and you know, obviously God doesn't miss. Everything happens for a reason.
For sure,
And obviously
bro.
we met and everything, the path that we're going on. And obviously, you know, he needed me, I needed him. And it's just, everything is going in the right direction. Everything could obviously be beneficial down the line and be beneficial in the right way.
It's that aura thing I was talking about earlier, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel
Yeah,
like
100%.
you guys are just like two of a kind.
Yeah,
you
no,
know what I
100%,
mean?
man.
And whatever you guys want, if you ever want to use our place down here, it's yours. We've got a green screen behind the white room. So once you walk through that 7-Up door, you're in the lab, and then there's a bookshelf. So
Yeah.
that bookshelf opens up to a third part of the store.
And that's crazy. I want to
gotta
speak.
check
I
that
want to
out.
speak on that room. And I remember the first time I didn't even know the door. Like the door, I didn't. Well, obviously you got to be here. I don't want to ruin anything.
No, spill it, bro.
Yeah,
I
I'm
want
about
to
to say,
hear
I
it.
don't
We
wanna
talk
hear
about
it.
it a lot.
Oh,
so,
geez,
yeah,
it
go
blows
ahead.
my mind. So obviously you'll walk up to a 7-Up door. It looks like a vending machine. And obviously you just think that, it's just a little piece of the wall right here. And, you know, you stand there and then the door just moves. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And then you walk into a room. And I was literally in there earlier and obviously just hearing how I said, you are a part of an experimental
Yeah.
system. So just understanding the social experiment, that's what you said.
Yep.
And just understanding that, man, it's like, you know, there's limited pieces and you can see the experiment of it. It's like, if you can get a piece, and it might not be another piece, but it's just the experimental portion of it. And just hearing your backstory, man, it's just everything in this store makes sense. You know,
Yeah.
just hearing the backstory and how you guys kind of do everything. But it just, everything makes sense. You know, at the end of the day, it makes sense. And that's what I feel like drives the brand so much.
For sure, bro,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that, man. I'm like that little that sand bottom
Yeah.
like clown. You just keep punching me, and I just keep coming back for more, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know. But when it came to building this place out, man,
Yeah.
like that 7-Up door, like I literally built that myself. Like that $1,400 that we got from the government.
Yeah.
I went and I bought a $250 7-Up machine from Dayton, Ohio.
Cut it off.
Yeah, and I brought it down here, and then we cut the front off because it's like 3,000 pounds.
Yeah,
like
it's so heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I cut
It's
just
it's huge, bro. Yeah, we used
can
it
only
we used to
imagine.
put shirts on the back of the actual
Yeah.
machine. We put in the corner.
it was so big and
was-
heavy, bro, that we couldn't get rid of it.
Yeah.
And these
It was not like
companies.
y'all could just take it out and throw it on the truck.
Dude, it was
It's
stuck.
still
Yeah.
it's still sitting in our old store out there, I think, bro.
That's
yeah.
dope, man.
But so
That's
I
funny.
took just the front of it, and it was like 300 pounds still. So
Yeah.
I had to build like a little barn door to hold the weight.
Look
But
at this guy. Look at this guy.
hey, Joey Cook in the building.
What up?
God,
Coming in on the
They came
red
in
bike, dude.
on the bikes.
I
God,
love
man.
that dude so much,
This dude
man.
came in on the bike.
Hold
Come in,
on,
Joey.
there we go.
He's the one who set this up.
I'm
Shout
about
out
to say,
Joey.
yeah, shout out Joey, man. You know, like I said, I met Joey when I first got here, and the relationship has been fruitful ever since. And like I said, he's a guy that's so well connected, great guy, driven.
The best guy,
So
bro.
obviously that wasn't. My dog came in on,
Joey
on,
Cook
on the
in the
red
building.
bike.
What's going
up?
on,
What's
big
up,
dog?
man? Yeah.
Hey, appreciate you,
There
bro.
he is, man.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
The legend,
the man, the myth, the legend.
and he doesn't. You know the crazy thing, he doesn't realize that he's a legend, right? Like he's just
He
this
knows
hum-
he's a legend. He
he's
knows
this
he's a
humble
legend.
dude.
Don't let him be humble. Don't let him be humble. He knows he's a legend.
Yeah.
Jack all trades.
Yeah.
He is, bro, and he's the most humble dude on the planet, man.
Yeah,
He's
man,
always
good
coming
dude.
through, and
Amazing dude,
he
man.
connects dots, bro.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know.
that's huge. Is knowing where to put people. Like if you know you have something here,
Oh, 100%.
and you know the right people to meet, bro, magic is literally
1000%, man.
it's step away from it for real. Like, it's just
so
connecting
beautiful,
people.
man.
Yeah. And I think that's huge. A huge upside to our store is so many people come in because they see the podcast and they know a place where they can, broadcast something.
Yeah.
So the collective, the creatives come here for a collective and a community, and like someone like Joey bringing all the people here to the spot, we all collect, we all come together, and like we're already like making like consecutive podcasts, and then we're starting to build momentum. So like all this talent in one place. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, like I said, really I would have never known about the spot. Joey invited Ty, and Ty was like, "Hey, you want to go by, this podcast? Dre's doing on." I'm like, "Yeah, for sure. Dre's my guy. Joey too." So I was like, I obviously came through, and I'm like, I didn't even know about this place, man.
Yeah, it's a hidden secret, bro.
Yeah, it's a hidden secret, but obviously now it's like it's like it's not just a shop, man. It's like an experience, like a spot where you can just come and hang out, like it's
we're storytelling here, bro.
Exactly, man. It's more than just a store. It's an experience. It's an Aurora. Like, it's just so much more to it. And, it makes it feel so much special for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Like when Andrew and I, like when we got the green light, when I was down here, I had a pop-up shop for 4 weeks, bro, and it was like 28 days and you're out of here. It was Christmas time, so they weren't expecting anything other than me just to sell stuff and keep it simple. But I was like, bro, I'm gonna move the podcast in. Yeah. This graffiti can right here. This is my water heater, bro. This thing's 300 pounds.
That's a spray can. It looks like a spray can.
It's a 6 foot graffiti can, bro. Yeah.
And it's a hot water heater?
It was my old hot water heater. So when I had my hot water heater replaced, the guy was like, "I can take this for you." I'm like, "Nah, player, I'll keep it. Just put it in my backyard." He's like, "What?"
And I was like, "Worry about it."
Yeah, bro. So then
don't ask questions.
Right. So I brought that down, and it was like I brought all these things in, even though it was only 4 weeks. But my mindset was like, blow them out of the water, dude. Like, make them not want to get rid of you. So at the end of it, like, they were like, "Hey, there's the old Justice is closed. If you want to take that store, like, you can have it." And I was on a 24-hour lease, bro. So if I fucked up, or if somebody came in and said, "I want this spot," I had 24 hours to get everything out. But
24 hours,
bro. I had my mindset what do they call them? Not a hoarder, but those people that just like live in the places and they're like, you can't move them out.
Oh yeah. Bro, what is it?
Anyways, man,
Yeah,
so I was like, you guys aren't gonna be able to get rid of me, bro. Like now that you gave me like
a
squatter.
Yeah.
Squatter?
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Good call, Ty. Yeah.
Ty to the rescue. I've never heard of a squatter.
Squatter, yeah.
Squatter, yeah.
They exist, yeah.
So
Cincinnati for sure.
Yeah. But so anyways, man, so like we had that 24-hour lease down there, and I was like, hey, like I'm 100% in. So that's when we built the 7-Up door and did all that stuff over there. And like the white room out there, like we didn't have any money behind it. So once a month we were having to repaint the room, bro. Like
rollers,
go in,
bro.
repaint the floor, like take everything
to keep
out.
it white.
Yeah, and then go back in with Sharpies. If you're listening, bro, I need a deal.
Listen,
Sharpies.
Sharpie, listen. Let me back in on this. Sharpie, if you want somebody to promote Sharpie, you need to come here.
What did you sign that with? A Sharpie pen.
A Sharpie pen. I rarely use Sharpie pens. I was like, you want me to use the Sharpie? He was like, I got something better for you.
It was titanium too.
Exactly.
That's a metal
but
titanium
the Sharpie,
pen.
listen, I thought the Sharpie on a mannequin, I thought that was for sale. I would wear that for a game, walking into a football game type setup.
If you want to do something like that, I'll custom make you the entire thing.
Y'all heard it first right here.
With those shoes.
Bro, like I said, it was like Air Force Ones, but they were like, it looked like
Air Force Ones with the reverse Nike
swoosh. You ever watch SpongeBob?
Oh yeah.
Doodle Bob?
Oh yeah,
Doodlebop. It was kind of like that.
For sure, bro. That's like that whole back room is all like cartoon style. It's all thick, the thick black lines with and that's one of the reasons why we made that room all white, was so the pastel colors on the clothes would pop. Yeah,
man. Especially the yellows, the purples, the turquoises.
Yeah, bro.
They pop, man. They definitely do.
I'm here with that, man.
Yeah, so you got the turquoise on right there.
Yeah, for sure. And so I've got a question for you, bro. Before we get into the whole Bengals thing, you're very obviously stylish. You've got your own style and trend. the Mischief Big Red boots, bro. Do you have them?
Dude,
or
I
would
bought
you?
the shirt. The shirt. I
Yeah,
forgot his name. What's his name?
Hasbulla.
Hasbulla.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of it. He's hilarious.
Bro, incredible.
Yeah, but I bought the shirt. Listen, I couldn't wear those though.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know there was a trend, but I'm like, they're too damn big. Like,
Yeah.
like they're obnoxiously big, like
Yeah.
big, huge.
They go up
Big,
to your
like
knees,
on
bro.
purpose too.
They would probably come up to my knees, like my calves and my knees. Like, they're big. Like I don't see, like they sold out in like 2 days.
Yeah.
But that's the power of the internet. That's marketing.
Yeah.
That's
Oh yeah.
video and photography. Like something simple as that, and they became like instant damn near millionaires off of it.
Yeah. So Mischief, like I've been a fan of that brand that created those shoes for a long time.
Yeah.
Like you guys should probably like learn a little bit about them, because what they're doing is so on edge and insane, man. They're from Brooklyn, and they're
Yeah.
always pushing the edge of what they can do. But you know, they come up with like dumb things like a stack of money, but it's all blurred out. So when you're holding it, it looks like someone's blurring your money.
Yeah.
And you know they do
I
random.
seen that,
yeah,
bro.
bro. So they've been dropping some wild stuff for a long time. They're the ones that did the 666 shoes with Little Nas X.
With the blood in it?
With the blood, yeah.
Nikes, yeah.
So they made those shoes.
Didn't they get sued for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said Nike.
So-
I
So they got
Nike,
sued for a
tried to
lot
sue
of
them for
things,
that.
bro. So they did the wavy babies. So they look like the Van shoes, but the sole does this.
Wavy you do?
And
feel like I've seen
and
those
Vans,
before.
yeah, I'm sure you have. But Vans, that not only did they send them a cease and desist, but they also put a restraining order on them.
Yeah.
And
A
so
restraining order?
yeah, so like at that
Damn.
point, like I think that was the turning point of them really like stopping like fucking with other brands
Yeah,
and
all
stuff.
right, we got to stop this, man.
But they did one thing one time, man, where they made these shirts. They looked like NASCAR style shirts, or actually kind of like bicyclist shirts. But it said Subway or Sam's Club, and they had like 12 different like major Walmart. They had
Yeah.
like 12 different major brands, and if you paid $125 for the T-shirt, and then whatever company sent the first cease and desist,
Yeah.
they would send you a trophy saying you won.
Oh,
Right?
my gosh.
And
So they're
so
just playing with it. at
They're
that
just
point.
Yeah.
trolling,
Oh,
dude.
I
That's
love it.
and so
I'm sure their marketing, I'm
Yeah,
about to say,
that's it.
marketing is unbelievable.
their marketing's incredible, bro.
Dude, they are all marketing.
Yeah.
It's
That's,
literally.
I mean, that's the reason why
Yeah.
we're talking about the big red boots today, is because
Exactly.
all the steps they made to get to that point. And by the way, they sold out like within 10 minutes, not 2 days.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
they're-
some big red boots. Some big red boots.
Yeah,
Like, they look like
rubber,
rubber, like boots. like
Astro
from-
Boy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But that's, like I said, marketing, man. You built that reputation, you built that brand to really just put out what you want to. And, you know, you got the marketability behind it to do what you want to do. So it's like, you know, you can have fun at that point.
Bro, you want to talk about having fun?
Talk to me.
Mischief, they sold 5,000 keys to one car.
I saw that. Yeah.
Dude, this
and
is so-
and so
so-
and it was
They're
9
the ultimate troll.
bro
Right.
bro so check this out. So I bought a key. It was only $19 for the key. So they made about $100,000 minus the car and all the stuff they had to put into it for the GPS and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like real life Grand Theft Auto. So like I can call this phone number. It's the Mischief hotline, and it'll give me the exact coordinates of where that car is in the United States.
park it, you got the key to take
Bro, so yes, so
oh my
so
God, you can't make this stuff up.
bro, so if me and my wife are at the movies in Rookwood and you've got a key too, and all you got to do is like you don't even have to have a key, but you can call this number and it'll tell you the exact coordinates, and if you can literally go down to the movie theater while I'm in the theater.
What if you got stuff in there?
Doesn't matter, bro. When I
leave
bought
nothing in
when I
there.
bought the key, I signed an agreement saying that I'm part of 5,000 people that own this car. Right, so it's like real life Grand Theft Auto.
That's
So,
really funny though.
bro, it's
Right?
and no, the funny part
Right?
was it was a PT Cruiser with the wood panels on the side, bro.
A
It wasn't
PT Cruiser.
it wasn't like
Not
some
a
flashy
Dodge.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a PT Cruiser with wood panels on the side.
So they made $100,000 off a $25,000, $30,000 vehicle.
They probably paid $30,000 for everything, like with the GPS, because I'm sure that they've got
Amazing.
multiple GPSs in there just in case somebody wants to peel one off
Yeah,
and, you know,
100%,
keep the
like,
car. But you want to keep the fun going, right? But,
Yeah, 100%.
you know, imagine walking out of the theater and your car's not there and then you having to explain to your girl, like, hey, this is
what's going on.
this,
Yeah, I know.
That
I-
wasn't
it's
just
not-
my car.
I can't call the police because I agreed that somebody could steal it.
What happened? Like, I can explain. Listen.
I can explain.
I paid $20. You know, somebody came in. I can call an Uber.
Yeah, we're gonna have to at this point,
Call
baby.
the
We
Uber
can't
and
call
go
the
to the
police.
coordinates.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously, just track this car.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
where are we going? I mean,
Right.
wherever this car is going. If they
Coolest
stop,
Uber
go
ride
there.
ever. Yeah.
I could see an Uber just being like
Let's go.
all about it. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
you like a high speed chase trying to get my
Yeah.
car back.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Some Fast and
That's-
Furious.
Talk about
that-
some content, bro.
Bro,
Oh,
that's
man.
what I'm saying.
Talking about
That's what we need to
content is
film
crazy.
right there. Yeah.
That's
All right, bro. If that car ever comes back within the Midwest, I'm getting a hold of you guys, and we're gonna do a
100%. You
whole
still got the key?
series. Yeah, it's sitting over there at the counter, bro.
I'm about to say, dude, that would be funny if you could call them right now. I'm like,
I'm about to say, you know where it's at right now?
Where is it?
Yeah, I'll call it right now,
Oh
and it'll
my
tell you the
God.
exact coordinates.
Here we
It's
go.
outside.
What are the cars in Florence, Kentucky? We're going.
So, dude, if it was anywhere near, because it started in New York, but
that's
but
crazy.
it's so if it's a negative 120 on the latitude, that's like the south side of California.
Yeah.
So, let's find out real quick.
But this is hilarious.
Hello from P4All. The car is currently not moving. The car is located at the latitude 39.3167 and longitude minus 120.1702. Happy hunting.
Happy Hunt? So this is like...
It's
this is-
legit, bro.
This is like The Purge.
That's what I'm saying.
It's real life
Like
Grand
Hunger
Theft
Games.
Auto. Like you like imagine the rush of being
Happy hunting.
of pulling into like the IMAX or the AMC
you see
theater
that-
and
You
you
get the-
see the car and you're like
Exactly. You gotta,
because
like,
the
put
key
a fake mask on. You
Right,
don't even need to do it.
bro, but the crazy thing is the key. It's one of those like fob keys,
Yeah.
and so if I press it right now, if the car's nowhere near, it's blue,
It won't do
and if
anything.
it's within a mile, you press it,
red.
it'll turn red, and then if you're close to it, and press it, and if it's
turn
close enough to
green.
unlock the car, it'll be green.
Oh, my God.
And then you're out of here, bro.
You're outta
Like
here.
Grand Theft Auto, just in a PT Cruiser
We're going.
of all cars, bro,
That's
trying to high speed
crazy.
chase out of
Just
there.
think about even if you just simply got to get gas, man.
Right, dude. Andrew, she's trying to sell you. She's trying to sell you some $5 candy.
A Ninja Turtle.
what happened?
A Ninja Turtle.
Someone bought me a
Listen,
candy?
somebody bought Andrew a candy bar and a Ninja Turtle suit. That's
Oh,
not
okay.
weird at all. Anything can happen at the
surprise
native.
me, bro.
event.
Grab
He
one.
bought him 4?
No,
What?
I think you get one of them.
Okay.
No, tell him to come here to the window.
Pick two.
Can you please tell him to come here to the window? I'm begging you. Just tell him to stand here at the window. Andrew, what's going on, man?
I don't know what's going on.
He's the single one at the table, bro. He's got secret admirers
I
from
don't know
across
what's
the
going
way.
on. Well, thank
He
you.
brought him some 4. Let me see these candy bars.
Yeah, here. I don't know what just happened.
He brought him
I
4
don't know
candy
who-
bars.
I think
Symphonies.
I think he only gets to pick 2 of the 4. I think
Extra creamy.
Bring him over here, man.
I grabbed those two because they were on top.
Bro, she's
Yo.
in here.
Go.
She's always in here slanging those candy bars
Yeah,
for
she
$5
is.
each, bro.
Yeah.
I
She
appreciate.
probably
I don't
just
know what
gave
just
it to him
happened.
and said just bill her.
I appreciate the hustle that
Yes.
she's got going on.
Someone.
Nah, man, that's hilarious.
Gotta
Yeah.
get Joey that bottle.
No, he's coming. He's coming right. He's coming right. He's walking. He's walking happy. Look like he's been waiting on this moment. Like he's been watching the podcast
Oh, there is
every week.
He is.
and
a
he's
Ninja
been,
Turtle.
oh, you know this guy?
I know him. He comes in here often.
Here, hold on. Let me turn this camera around.
I'm about to say, get him a mic.
Yeah, but say you came my spot. We get him out here.
Come on.
Come to the window, my guy.
Come on, dude.
Tell him to show his belly.
Come. Come on. What's up? Appreciate you. Come on the mic, bro. Come up there. We're gonna turn this.
Appreciate him.
Yeah, bro.
You can't make this up.
Hey,
Yo, what's up, man?
Dude, thank you for the candy.
Oh, bro, you're welcome, man. Like, she came down, and I was like, look, I got a buddy named Andrew down there, man. Like, you get just take it down to him.
Appreciate you. Yeah. Charlie will enjoy some of that. I'm gonna share
You
with
know,
her. Yeah, bro.
She said it was for, like, homeless children. I was like, well, you know what? I got a heart for children, you know. And
That's
I was
cool.
like, yeah, you know. You know, she can give you a candy bar and then like keep the other 10, or give 2 out, like whatever she wants to do with it, bro.
Mad respect.
Oh, we're
yeah.
stealing them from
Hey,
him.
respect,
Charlotte ain't getting
man.
none of it.
She won't. It's hard. It's hard to get her. Yeah.
You a fan? You a fan of Ninja Turtles?
Do what now?
You a fan of Ninja Turtle?
Oh, brothers had a giveaway, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go get a shirt from him, man. So I had to go buy a shirt from him.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
When was the last time I watched Ninja Turtles? Like 20-something years
Yeah,
ago?
who's your favorite?
Who's your favorite though?
I have no idea what their names are anymore.
Donatello, Leonardo, Michelangelo, and Raphael. What's up,
you know
players?
so, man.
Let's go.
He just named it. Ding, ding, beep, beep. Winner. That's hilarious.
I don't know, man. I might take. You know what? I might take Michelangelo, man. You know.
Michelangelo is a cool dude, man.
He was a good painter, like back in the 1800s. So.
Oh, okay.
What about Master Splitter? How you feel about him?
Yeah, bro.
Do what now?
Master Splitter. How you feel about him?
He's
Well,
the leader.
I mean, if he's anything like my boss is, I don't really care much for him.
Oh man. Hey, no, I got a question for you.
What's that, man?
Bengals, Pittsburgh. All right, Bengals, Steelers, Ravens, or Browns? You took too long.
Yep. Took way too
Okay,
long.
so all right, y'all gonna hate me for this.
Oh, well, no, we don't want to hear it.
Okay, hang on.
We don't want to hear
it. You asked a question, so I'm gonna answer it.
Yeah.
You take my mic.
Take the mic from him,
Get
too.
me out of here, please.
Oh man.
No, fine. No,
Talk
I'm
to me,
screwing
man. Talk to me.
I would go Ravens first.
Oh my.
Because Lamar Jackson.
Y'all just
Lamar
got
played for
Odell,
Louisville.
right?
I'm
Odell, right?
originally from Louisville.
Yeah.
You're originally from Louisville.
Bengals number 2.
Bengals
Then
number 2.
Browns and Steelers.
Okay. Why Bengals number 2, man? You're living in Cincinnati. You're out here in Cincinnati right now.
What's your team?
You know I'm a Patriot. You know I'm a Patriot.
Patriots guy.
Man.
Good heavens.
Patriots guy,
Sorry
okay.
for you, man.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
I know
you know
things
what?
are
Me
tough
too.
in life, huh? Yeah,
You know,
I
it's
know,
okay.
Man. It's tough, man.
But I like Cincinnati, like especially with Joe Burrow, T. Higgins.
Yeah.
Trayveon Williams.
Yeah,
Trayveon
Trayveon
Williams.
Like
Yeah.
the rest, we like
Yeah,
the
let him
players.
in. Yeah,
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
running
100%.
back. That running back room's tight. Man.
Yeah, nah, man. facts.
Isn't like Joe Mixon in jail right now or
No.
going to jail?
No,
or
he's
something?
good.
No, he's
He's
good, bro.
good, bro.
He's good.
He's
No,
definitely
he's good. He's great. I promise.
All
Yeah,
right.
he's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just got.
Nah, he's good. I promise he's good.
Mm.
Nah, he's good. Nah, he's good, man. I
Nah,
promise.
he's good. He's good.
He's good. He's good.
No, we good.
Your backup because some P-Ron's going now.
What's that? What's
Yeah.
that?
He's
Williams
not- he's
something?
looking at the guy.
Williams or something?
Yeah, this guy's sitting on the couch.
Trayveon Williams in the building, number 32. Let's roll, baby. Woo! Let's get back to this podcast,
Liquid
bro.
Death.
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death. Mountain water, drinking water from the Alps. You
All
can't
right.
drink
Yeah,
them.
now that we're on the Bengals, man.
Yeah.
You know what? But right before we get into this, though, I do want to talk about, because you were talking about your pops earlier.
Yep,
and it
yep.
sounded like you had a great upbringing, man, and
Yeah.
and going to college, right? Like you had you were going to school for law, bro.
Yeah. No, so I went to school for business, but now
Started out business.
Yeah,
there it
started
is.
out business
That's how we
administration.
roll, bro.
But now I'm a professor at the law school. It's crazy.
You're a Oh, you know
I'm
what,
a
dude?
professor at the law
Professor?
school at Texas
Okay.
A&M. Yes.
Okay,
bro.
so-
Williams right here.
So
I told
listen.
you, football is the least interesting thing about me, bro.
That's
Listen,
fascinating.
bro,
That's
listen.
fascinating.
Law school
I'm-
professor.
I'm gonna forget about
Awesome.
this.
Yeah.
I won't.
My wife's mother is a huge fan, and she already told me that. I completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
And if I don't have
Tell
you
her I
sign
said
one of these
hello.
hats, so I'm sure she's watching
Tell
right
her I
now,
said
bro.
hello. What's her name?
Chrissy Heller.
Chrissy Heller.
Yeah,
Hello.
Craig.
I appreciate you. Love from afar. Thank you for the support. Thank you for everything. You're amazing. I don't even know who you are personally, but you're amazing because I met you through the Mad Scientist. So
Hey,
you're
bro.
amazing.
She's at every Bengals game.
Oh, man, proud supporter. I love it. I love
her,
it.
her and Doug have season tickets, bro.
Yeah,
but
that's
but
dope.
I gotta make sure that you sign one of these because
Oh,
I'm
100%.
gonna. It's a mother-in-law, right? So like I'm gonna
Oh,
hear
you
it for
have
the rest
to.
of my life.
Oh, you have to.
I already got a little shit because I forgot to get Dre to sign anything.
Yeah.
We can get that taken care of, though.
For
but
sure, bro. So you're a professor now.
A professor. And it's crazy because this week is my last class of the year. Last class of the semester.
Okay.
Like I said, it's crazy, man. If I can just speak on the backstory, like,
I need to
Okay,
hear
yeah,
it, dude.
yeah.
It's social media. It's how it happens. But obviously before that, like, I always tell it, bro, leverage your connections. You never know who you might meet. You never know who you might encounter. And come to find out, the dean of the law school, his grandson was a big A&M fan. And one day after our game, his son was waiting outside the locker room, obviously whenever we come out. And obviously I'm always the last one, coming out, taking my time, showering, doing media and stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously getting out. And his son waited to the very last minute till I came out because he wanted me to sign something. So obviously I came out, took time. I was probably outside with the kid for about 20 minutes, 20, 25 minutes. And from that moment, I didn't know who he was at the time. I seen him, but he wasn't there at the time, the dean of the law school. But he was like, when the first time I had a conversation, he's like, you might not even know it, but you had a special moment with my grandson, and I will forever thank you for that. I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, obviously, he had some game, obviously freshman year. I'm like, I honestly don't remember that, but obviously, I appreciate that. But anyways, fast forward.
That's a Southern hospitality, bro.
Southern hospitality, man.
Yeah.
You never know. But obviously, so the law school, the dean of the law school, they posted a tweet on Twitter, and it was like, the law school is rushing up in the rankings, and it must be because Trayveon Williams is at the helm. Like obviously, because I play running back there. So and then how the article was altered, how it was presented, it was like Trayveon Williams, new faculty member. So I quoted the tweet. I'm like, am I missing something? Like, I know there's not another Trayveon Williams.
Right.
Yeah.
So obviously the tweet kind of went viral or whatever. And Alex Sinatra, she was obviously a lawyer. She's an attorney. She's an attorney. She's a lawyer, and she's my co-professor. She reached out to me at the same time as the dean reached out to me, and they was like, "How would you feel about obviously teaching an NIL class at the law school, a name, image, and likeness course at the law school, and teach it from an aspect of being a professional athlete, understanding the student-athlete portion of it, and educating sports attorneys, advocates, your lawyers, everybody from a standpoint of being an agent."
Bro, that's so crucial to have these college kids know right now because it just opened the doors
NIL,
recently.
Man, NIL is a completely new space now that it's so new that it's so like it's like free for all. It's like survival of the fittest, and it's so new that obviously it's so little. Everybody's ignorant about it because nobody truly knows.
Right.
So if you could educate the advocates, the people who advocate for these athletes when it comes to marketing deals and all the different type of things, when it comes to contracts and all the different type of stuff, it's so much easier.
Yeah.
And if advocates could properly understand what it's like representing a student athlete, what it entails to being a professional athlete, and what it entails to all that stuff, they can easily understand everything from it and understand it from a completely different standpoint. So. Like I said, it's just crazy, man. Just understanding from that and just being a part of that, being a part of a class that's never been done. It's an amazing feeling, all of it's an amazing feeling.
Hey, appreciate you
bro.
coming in.
So, Joey, thank you for coming in, bro.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for setting this up. Always, man.
Yep, appreciate it, Joey.
So we were talking about this recently, man, about the March Madness, and I feel like these NIL deals are really going to change the college game because now you don't have to go to one of these like Duke or UK or
even the playing field.
Yeah, so you can go to like a secondhand school, and stand out instead of being the fourth or fifth on.
Be the guy.
You be the guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I really think that March Madness, is going to take a turn where UConn isn't the one that's going. I mean, obviously they dominate.
So now, really, like with NIL, it really created it to be like it's really like free agency now.
Yeah,
if
dude.
we're being honest,
100%.
It's like a free agency in the NFL. Like when it comes to NFL, NBA, any type of professional league. It's like free agency. And I feel like I hate it because it kind of kills recruiting, high school recruiting. I feel like it kills it for the 2- and 3-star athletes, the athletes that are on the verge of getting that 1 or 2 offers.
Yeah, that's true.
Being on the
Very
last,
true.
because then a college can be like, why would I go out and take a chance on a 2- or 3-star athlete when I can go out and recruit somebody from a different college that already has a little experience and we can offer him some NIL money and he can come in and play now. So it's just one of those things where it's an interesting space, and I'm enjoying teaching it from a class because it's forcing me to understand the space and understand the logistics and everything behind it, and it's dope. It's truly dope.
I find that the whole topic fascinating. You just extended the podcast.
Yeah.
So like,
quick before you get into a quick question, that Mrs. Sinatra, that
Alex Sinatra.
Alex Sinatra.
Mm-hmm.
Relation to Frank Sinatra? Because I feel
it's crazy.
I think it is.
Listen, I kid you
my
not.
mother-in-law said yes.
I talked about this today. Literally, the Bengals just released the article on me today. I talked about this today with one of the reporters. He said, "Yeah, Trayveon, I forgot to ask you when we were talking about the article. Is Alex related to Frank Sinatra?" Literally, I kid you not. We talked about this today at around 11:45ish. I kid you not. Today, I was like, "Oh, that's a great question." But come to find out, long live, she's related to, on her dad's side, they're related to Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. So my
King of, like, the original King of Pop, like original, like originated. Pop.
My two idols, and it's gonna make a lot of sense. So my two idols are Frank Sinatra and Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman,
bro. Hey, look at the chairs, bro.
Yeah,
look at the chairs.
Cherry,
Bro.
Cherry's over there, right? Facing
So
you.
we've got a Funko
Pee
Cherry
Wee,
version right there. But yeah, so those are my two idols, bro. So it's like all class and all goof at the same time,
yeah, man, that's dope.
But so my mother-in-law threw that knowledge on me, like, oh yeah, boom, like Alex Sinatra is part of the Sinatras.
Yeah,
like, damn, okay.
It's crazy, man. Like,
That's amazing.
That's
And we're living in a simulation. I feel like we're living in a simulation, bro.
Man, dude, that's a whole nother. Like, how do you like?
We'll dive.
Oh man. Dude, we talk about this stuff at the studio, I want to get into this. So we're talking about, all right, so you think this is simulation, obviously. So how do you feel about fate, like things that happen to people? Do you feel like it's by the reaction of their decisions that they make, or is it just off the simulation that kind of comes with their life? How do you feel about that?
Like, you think it's already planned out, or you think it's like you have?
I think you get what you attract. The energy that you put out would put you on a certain playing field, if you will. Like, we're all on the same playing field, but we all kind of see things differently within our own. Exactly. So like,
I love perspective.
I've got a more fucked up.
Sure.
Analogy.
But that's kind of where
I'm a conspiracy guy.
I'm on the
Bro.
energy.
Like Joe Burrow, he's a huge conspiracy guy. We always talk about random conspiracy.
Oh,
Oh
really?
yeah,
Huge conspiracy,
bro.
Conspiracy.
Dude, so my favorite conspiracy is John Teeter. He's a time traveler. If you don't know about it, John Teeter, bro.
Is he the guy who does The Simpsons?
No.
I know he's a time traveler.
Oh, for sure, bro.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's.
But so
They're
I've
too
got
accurate, bro. Too accurate.
I've got this theory, bro, that there's like multiple like dimensions, right? So there's numerous J's out there in the world.
Yeah.
And it really fucking just it just digs at me, bro, to think that there's another Jay Banks in another universe that's doing better than me.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? So like that so that's the odd fuel that fuels me to be like, when I'm making moves or making decisions, it's like, okay, the smartest Jay and on the dimension line, yeah, what would he choose, right? Like, so it's like now I'm looking at life as a chess game.
Yeah.
Every move I make is like I gotta make sure that this Jay Banks is the best one in this fucking dimension, because
ain't gonna be a better Jay Banks.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna irritate me. So I need to put more fuel into it to make sure that this dimension's the best Jay Banks of all the dimensions.
But just think about it. So how do you feel about? Do you think there's another type of living being out there? Think about it. We're a grain of sand in this universe.
For sure.
So do you
bro.
think there's another type of living form out there? It has to be, right?
Yeah, dude. I swear on my father's grave, dude. I was dating this girl in Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah.
So every Friday I would drive to Dayton on 75. And I saw a UFO on the back of a semi. It was wrapped up in that white, like the same stuff that they would like wrap yachts or like nice cars in when they're traveling down the road.
UFO.
I swear to God, I took a picture of it on my phone. I had it ironically, I had a PT Cruiser at the time, and I took a photo out of the back window, and that's on one of my old phones somewhere.
Yeah.
But like this thing was only like, it was so weird, bro, because it was just like in the middle of Ohio, and I've heard from so many people that everyone like thinks that Area 51 is the place for aliens, but there's this place called Hangar 18 in the Fort Wright Patterson Air Force Base, which is like in between. It's like it's up there in Dayton, Ohio. But like I swear, bro, it was like it was just an oversized load, and it was only like the spaceship was only probably 5 or 6 feet wide. It wasn't very big. It was like took up 2 lanes on the road.
Yeah.
But it was like one of those things where like they probably didn't think most people would see it.
Yeah, exactly.
But dude, there's
plain sight.
We would be ignorant to think that there's not other races or species out there.
That's where I'm at.
Listen, even Antarctica is a whole conspiracy.
Oh, bro. I could go on for days, bro. We're gonna have to start our own podcast together, bro.
Oh man, dude, I'm just I'm all about just expanding the brain, even if it's not true. What if it is?
What if it is?
Just a thought of it.
Just the
I don't want to be late.
possibility.
I don't want to be late to that party.
I don't want to be late.
I don't want to be the late to the party. If
Yeah.
like it may not be true, it may be true. The government may be shutting this podcast down, whatever.
Yeah, 100%. All the lights might cut off.
Right, exactly, right.
What-
But I don't want to be late to the party. I just don't.
No, for sure.
Period. I don't know if it's true or not. It doesn't matter. I don't want to be the one be like, oh, now I'm catching on after it's all passing by me. So people that are like, no, there's nothing more out there. I'm like, how do you even think that? Like, there's just we're on a spinning rock and like we're one sand, like you said, a grain of sand. Like, there's so much more to the universe that we can't even comprehend. You know what I mean? So
100%.
it just doesn't make sense that
I
we're
love it, man. I
like
can go all day about
gigantic
it.
science experiment just put on this rock. I don't know, like
Flat around.
Bro, sometimes
flat around, round.
Man, yeah,
Round.
we're not just the only flat planet in the solar system, right? Like all the other ones are obviously circular, but like sometimes I
Flat
get
around. Pizza question.
sometimes I get so high that I feel like I can feel the Earth moving
Spinning.
through. Yeah, bro. Like I'm like I gotta hold the grass.
Buckle down.
Like, man.
This shit's spinning.
Hold on.
I've got like since I lost my ear and my eye, bro, my balance is off anyways. Like I'm like that L8 commercial. I always feel like I'm like walking in an angle, so I'll just blame it on that.
But
You
it's
know what I mean?
crazy. Balance is in your ears. Your sound is your equilibrium.
Equilibrium's all in your ear. Yeah,
As wild as that is, like
crazy to think, dude.
sound. Who knew sound could affect coordination and balance?
Right, and it definitely does too, man. Because I can't walk a straight line to save my life, bro.
Man, I'm about to say, officer, I promise. I've
I
not been
promise, bro.
drinking.
Yeah.
You can just hear me out. Like,
I'm
have
disabled
not-
over here.
Yeah, I'm just saying exactly.
You see the side, or
Yeah,
you don't
exactly.
see it?
That's
Yeah, man.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
That's
man.
funny.
You gotta love it.
Yes,
We
sir.
should do a conspiracy podcast.
Yeah,
though.
100%.
Let's do it.
Love
Let's
for hours,
set
man.
up.
You heard
You
it
got-
first. He
Hey.
suckered in.
Let's
Yeah, I
go.
gotta suck it
We got
in,
a
man.
built-in production. Everything is just set.
It's there.
Speaking
It's
about
there.
podcasts,
I'm about to say,
Yeah.
speaking about podcasts, it's crazy.
Okay.
Fun fact. So within my contract, I have to do at least one podcast a month.
Let's go.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
If y'all are
that's
for
all-
it,
Yeah.
at least one podcast a month.
Oh, we're
It
for
has
it.
to be.
So what do you
Say
think
less.
about doing a podcast called the What If podcast?
The
Like
what
like
if.
what if
What if.
like
Ifs.
what if aliens are real? What if the government's doing this? Like
What if.
like what that John Teeter stuff, bro. Like I'm definitely gonna send you a message on it because that John Teeter stuff is wild. So he claims to be a time traveler from the year 2037 who flew back to 1999.
I need some proof.
Bro, there's proof and it's
Really?
crazy. Yeah, it's
Show me the
it's it's
Carfax.
I'm about to say,
it's-
show me the Carfax. Show me the Carfax.
Right, Carfax.
It's
Yeah.
fire, bro. Like it's wild because like he said that he went back to 1999 to stop Y2K from happening.
What?
And actually, I'm sorry. So he said he flew back to 1976 to get this IBM computer to bring it to 1999 to
To be the
implement
first
it.
to do it.
And well, what a lot of people found out 10 years down the road was that the IBM computer that he was talking about, and when he was here in 1999, he went on this podcast, or not podcast, it was an AM radio station called the Coast to Coast AM with somebody, but it was an AM radio station. He called in, and he was like, "Hey, I'm a time traveler from the future. If anybody has any questions, now's the time to ask," right?
Yeah,
And
100%.
so they were throwing questions his way, and they were talking about like, what's the news in the future? He's like, well, there's no news channels anymore. Like everybody they all have their own channel and they all upload their own content. This was in 1999.
Man, this is social
YouTube
media.
wasn't started until 2005. So
That's
the
crazy,
trend
man.
didn't. It's wild, bro. It's completely wild.
How
but
did you first hear about him?
I'm conspiracy, bro. Like I just sit there
All
on
up in that.
YouTube, bro. Like
YouTube is
if YouTube charged
Yeah.
$179.99 a month, I'd be like, take it.
Take it.
You know what I mean?
You
Like
got it.
like
It's all yours,
I
man.
can get rid of my Hulu and all
Yeah.
this other stuff because like YouTube's my go-to
you
when
got
it comes
YouTube
to.
Premium?
No, it was like it's like $80 a month
So they
and
got
like
YouTube TV now, YouTube Premium, YouTube.
Yeah.
All that.
it was like just if it's less commercials, like I don't the commercials don't bother me. You know what I mean? Like
30
I'll let them run so they can make their
Yeah, make
little
their money.
monetization or whatever.
So I can go piss at that time.
Right,
I'm
right.
like,
Yeah, for
right,
sure.
do something else
Yeah,
and turn
do
back
something
to
else.
it.
But like when it comes to conspiracy theories, once you're in that YouTube rabbit hole, bro, it'll just start sending you further and further down and all. But bro, all of a sudden, 3 o'clock in the morning, you're texting your homie like, bro, like what is happening right now? Like like everything's
Bro,
falling apart.
You know how the sky's blue? It's not really blue, bro.
That's right.
Reflection,
It's
you know.
reflection.
So
So the
what-
water, trust me, just hear me out.
Just hear me
So
out.
what's the biggest conspiracy that you like?
Water,
You're-
bro. Water.
All right, I want to hear about it because I haven't
Water.
heard about this one.
I'm about to say.
The water, bro. Water.
Like
is
electricity in the water?
no, it's just water. Like, think about it. What is the word? I don't want to mess the statistic up. 80%? 90%?
It's like 78% of the entire Earth is water.
So it's like, think
It's
about
our
how much
body,
water
too.
we haven't even explored.
Well, so
Yes.
they like within the past month they just found more water in between the the shelves.
Yeah.
That there's more water inside the Earth than there is on the outside edge. They just found this out like I swear to God 3 weeks ago, bro.
So it's like, what is there? Like, water's scary. Like, water's scary.
Oh,
Think
it
about
is.
how
Scary.
deep you go and the dark you get.
Yep.
Sunlight can't even penetrate it. So think about what's down there. What is there down there that we haven't even discovered?
For sure.
What is there down there that can truly change the dynamic of the world? But the whole another thing is obviously what doesn't the government want us to know about? Obviously, it's a lot of stuff the general public is not supposed to know.
For
correct?
sure.
You know. So what
Mass
is there?
panic, the whole nine.
100%. So what is there out there that they know about right now that we don't know? That we can't know?
Right.
I'll think about things like that.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
to know stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is this out there that we can't know for the better of our well-being? What is it?
Right.
That's what I'll be thinking
But
about.
is it for the better of our well-being, or is it because they want to be able to control a narrative and be able to
Exactly.
leak stuff as
It's gotta
things
be a little bit of
happen?
both.
You know what I mean? Like, as things happen within their system that they don't want people to know about, so you just leave some breadcrumbs.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like we know they're gonna love aliens, so let's just let them know that aliens exist.
Did
But
y'all
while-
see, did y'all just
meanwhile,
see what
we're
they just
gonna-
released this week? I want to say this week about the files. I don't even. I feel like I'm messing up this information. It was J.F. Kennedy, I want to say, or whatever. Anyway,
Yeah,
one of
you messed this up.
I say one of the presidents. There was confirmation within files that the FBI released that aliens existed.
Yeah.
I've seen this.
Yeah, so
Literally just
when
released.
it was part of the COVID treaty. So
Yeah.
like the whole COVID package that came out,
Yeah.
like they shoved a bunch of like they have to disclose a certain amount of alien like intel.
Yeah.
And a lot of that JFK stuff was redacted, right? So
Yeah.
like as you're reading it, like a lot of the lines are all blacked out. and
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah. No. 100%.
So it's like what's the truth and what's not, man. But it's like you said, breadcrumbs. They just throw a little bit out there. But like
Yeah.
during COVID, the fact that like they released all of those files on UFOs and everyone was like,
yo, what?
cool. Like when no one freaked out about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, dude, let us.
Yeah. Let us be. We knew it.
We're
beforehand.
not ignorant. Like
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
not the only people in the entire universe. Come on now.
I mean, I used to think it was about like worrying about humans panicking over it and hysteria and
No. 100%.
But I'm starting to think that it's just let's leave breadcrumbs. Let's give information when we want.
Slowly but surely.
Like look at this hand, and I'm going over here, magician shit.
Oh,
And that's
100%.
kind of where my head is with it now.
Yeah.
And that seems maybe a little like
Yeah.
over the top, but like that kind of feels that
Yeah.
way. Like anytime some gigantic information is dropped with conspiracy theory, like speak involved.
Yeah.
Something else always seems to happen and
I said-
pops up in the
I
news.
said that
New York
about
Times will
COVID.
drop something, and all of a sudden,
I said that about COVID. I'm like, okay, COVID's going on, but what's really going on
what's
right now?
really going on?
What's really going on right
Dude,
now?
that's crazy.
They shut the whole world down. The whole world was shut down.
And
2
now-
weeks.
Yeah,
for 2 weeks.
And
Just
now,
2
and
weeks.
now,
for a common cold.
right, and now
Yeah.
you don't have to stay home from work. That CDC says, please go to work. If you get COVID, keep your
Go to work.
distance.
It's
Go to
not
work.
bad.
It's not a big deal. But when we were shutting the world down for a year, you know what I mean? Like that, there's just something that isn't adding up. That math isn't mathing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man, it is. It's fascinating.
mathing.
The math ain't mathing, bro. That math ain't mathing.
It's
Yeah.
not equaling 4 right
It's
now.
not. Like why? Like why we don't have to go home now? We don't have to be. You just.
so I'm all of a sudden good now.
I'm good. I'm cool. But like they shouldn't. The whole they were like
man.
this close to like martial law.
It's
like
money,
it
man.
was
It's
like
money.
Some
It's
spots
money.
it was.
yeah.
all
yeah.
these the stuff that they had, the Pfizer, the Johnson and Johnson, the Moderna. I feel like it was money. You know, me personally, it was.
Oh, for sure, bro.
Yeah, I'm thinking about how much money these pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah,
make
and then
off
they
that
get
stuff.
sued, and then they're like, okay, well, you know, we can take a $600 million hit because we made 1.6,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like the math does math on that one,
yeah,
right?
that one, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take that. We'll take the 1 billion we made. You can take the 600.
yeah.
Bro,
take
it's
it.
crazy watching TV these days. Like if you watch just normal TV, 80% of the commercials are all like medical. It's all like medication.
100%.
And then every once in a while you get like a Chuck E. Cheese commercial or
Chuck
some
E.
shit.
Cheese,
You know what I mean?
a
Like
little Verizon commercial here.
yeah, the
Yeah.
Verizon commercial.
Yeah,
That'll be it.
something
A
like
Verizon
that,
commercial.
Progressive here and there, but then you got your, you know, then they brief over the little fine print very quickly. The fine print, all the side effects be worse than what you have.
like
you know?
loose
Right.
limb. What the fuck is loose limb?
Loose limb. I don't know about that. You
Yeah,
know? So
yeah.
it's crazy.
Tooth
stuff, man.
decay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's cool. I'm just
Tooth
trying to get rid
decay. I
of
just
trying
say,
to get rid of
Man, I
arthritis.
heard
You're right.
Heart attack.
Yeah.
You know,
Your liver may shut down.
liver
They
may
call
shut
it
down.
Yeah.
Depression. Like,
Good luck.
Jeez.
And
I'll
the
be
cra-
better
the-
off. I'll be all right.
And the crazy thing is they did the test and that happened to some people, right? While they were testing it.
Clinical
like,
trials, man.
yeah,
Like,
right.
okay, we got to put that down. He stopped breathing. Put that down. Like, you know,
Loose
stuff
booty hole. What is it?
What?
Right.
Guess we gotta put that down.
Yeah.
But this information they gotta disclose. So you know.
He took the fall for you. So
Yeah, he
like,
did the fall for you, man.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's funny, man. It's a funny world we live in.
it is it's quite a world we live in, and we live in a society that's kind of like where everyone has got cameras out, so like it's hard
Oh,
to
man.
hide stuff.
You
So
can't
as they're
hide anything.
still hiding, they're still able to hide stuff amidst like this culture where we're like cameras out first.
Oh,
you
no,
know,
100%.
So that's what's most fascinating about it for me is how easy it is to access everything. Yet we still kind of have this like shadow, like
Yeah.
the world is kind of hidden in shadows in some case as things come to light,
Yeah.
and it's amazing. It's just people will go to great lengths to keep things hidden for stuff to just come to light. I don't know,
Yeah.
just something's off. Something's off.
And people
Shout
will
out to
go,
Virgil.
People will go great lengths. to-
Right. I was just thinking. I was like, damn,
Shout out
that's
to
a
Virgil.
great name, bro. Like
Yeah.
something's off.
Virgil?
Something's
Yeah,
off.
talking about Virgil?
we've
Yeah,
got a
his
Virgil
book, yeah.
Abloh book up there
I
that
was
called.
about to say Virgil. We just seen one of what 36,
37.
one of 37 Virgil Maybachs.
Oh, bro! Like you saw the actual car.
person,
Yeah,
here in
I just got
Cincinnati
just picked
yesterday.
up my car from getting like wrapped and stuff, and and they had a Virgil Maybach.
It was
Shout
that
out-
tan side with the
Shout
dark
out
dark
to
brown.
Dedicated, man. Dedicated, you guys need any type of wrapping, if you guys need any type of thing.
That's it, bro.
One
oh
of
my
30. That's a
goodness.
Mercedes have to contact you to purchase a vehicle.
Yeah, bro.
You
Like
can't
they.
contact Mercedes to buy
What
the
he said,
vehicle.
like ASAP Rocky reached out to buy that. He said
ASAP
no.
Rocky. What he said?
A lot of people.
A lot of people reached out to us.
Man, that's incredible, bro.
People
Because
are,
like the
people are paying $200 over sticker for this thing.
right.
Yeah, almost $500,000.
I mean, it's
for this vehicle.
bro. Like they're paying $60,000 for the
Yeah, for the
Maybach
little
version.
fake
This
car
size.
in the tailgate.
yeah,
They're paying 60
yeah.
grand for that.
It's expensive. Yeah, it's getting up there,
He said he
bro.
had that in the
Yeah, he had it in the trunk casually, just in the trunk. He opened it up like it was like a special type of. All right, buddy. Like a
Hey,
Trey,
you
man,
ready?
it was good meeting you, bro.
Yeah,
Thank you
man.
so much.
Like I said, y'all need
Yeah,
any
be
type
safe,
of cut, man. The best barber in the city, man.
Yeah.
Same to you.
Hey, did you
Heard.
talk to Tyrell? If not, we'll get your number from Trayveon, and we'll make sure
Yeah,
we
no,
need
100%.
to get him set
Man,
up with
get
some
him
with
right,
some dope
man. It's
shit.
the best in the city right there,
Yeah.
man.
All right, bro.
Rockstar
Thank you,
barber
dude.
right there.
Hi, buddy. But yeah, man, it's
Good people, bro.
great people. Great
Yeah,
people.
man.
Like I said, from the time I got here, the first time I stepped in Cincinnati, he cut my hair. So we've been locked in since 2019, man.
Bro, there's nothing better than a barber cut like
Yeah.
relationship,
Yeah,
right?
nah,
Because like
100%,
that's like the
now we'll
place.
be working it within the same roof. We'll be working under the same roof. So at
Oh, dope.
where the production company is set up at the back end studio, he has another segment set up where the barber room.
They have a
where,
barber shop
Yeah,
up there
barber
as
shop
well,
with
yeah.
Cam. And
Bro, that's fire, bro.
So I can walk out of the production studio, walk
That is.
20 feet and get a haircut. Literally like I did last week.
Dude, and that's like I've got a buddy, Terrace, man, T-Roy. He's
Yeah.
got he's been a barber for a long time, but he actually had his little barber shop set up in Covington,
Yeah.
right behind a clothing store that was in there. So it was a
Yeah.
small store, but he had two chairs back there to cut hair, and I'm like, bro, this is so fire. Like
It's convenient.
Like it's convenient, and it's like the people that wait, you're not sitting there waiting, bro. You got
Yeah.
things to do. You can shop and you can like look around and mill and
Exactly.
shit, man.
Yeah.
So like.
Same.
So we love to have you guys up there. Come check it out for sure.
Nah, for
Dude,
sure.
I'm in, man.
Dude,
you
yeah,
know.
man, for sure.
I'm gonna say it's a lot. It's clothes up there with the back end brand. You know, got the back end clothes. It's an experience, man.
Yeah, I mean, you got 3 businesses going on right now, right?
Yeah.
Nah,
What-
100%, man. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a lot more in a way, but I got 3 running right now on the personal side. But obviously, Leethal Production. That's the frontier. That's the pinnacle of what's going on. Then also have a credit repair company. You know, help people establish their credit and help build trust funds and everything along that lines. And then also a Leethal Exotic company in Houston, Texas. So obviously, that's what concierge services. That's what your Leethal, with your exotic vehicles. From every type of thing you can imagine with driving. So, like I said, it's a little bit of everything, man. Just
Everything.
tapping into the entrepreneurship route, but it's
So,
fun. It's fun.
Capitalize
So-
everything.
Oh, 100%.
Bro,
So-
I want to be a monopoly.
I see it.
100%, bro.
I see it.
So it's exotic cars out in Houston. So is
100%.
that something where they can just like pay X amount per month, and then they can bring car like that? They can take a car and then they can bring it back.
Oh no. It's a paid, literally a paid. So it's like a Turo, like if you're renting a vehicle for, if you want to rent it for a week, if you want to rent it for 3 days, if you want to rent it for 4 days. Obviously, the stint of the vehicle, certain vehicles range from certain different prices, but from an Altima all the way up to a Bentley, it's a range.
Status
of
symbol, bro. Yeah,
it's a range of-
that's what I was trying to go for, because I think there's a place here that does something like that,
Yeah.
but they do it where it's like 10 G's a month, and like they've
You
got
can
like
interchange.
they've got all Lambos and shit like that.
Yeah.
So you're like if they've got 10 people or whatever, they're making their cash, but
100%.
you can bring the car back and then swap it out with a new Lambo or a
That's crazy,
Ferrari
though.
or other things.
Yeah, that's dope.
And like I think that's
I never
super
even thought
genius,
about
bro.
that, though.
Because we can talk about it, because something like that, you've got the highest clientele in Houston, right? That they're gonna want to rock those cars. And instead of paying $120,000 for one car, they can spend $120,000 on 10 cars or 12 cars in 12 months.
Exactly, and have access to it, because people
Drop them off, bro.
Yeah.
And then when you come to the club, you're in a black Ferrari. Next week, you're in a red 1990 Ferrari Testarossa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
who's this guy?
and you can
right.
just swap them out. So
Yeah.
it's like you're not spending more money by giving the keys back and grabbing something else. You're just
spending, like you say, instead of spending that
you're
money
just
for
sharing a garage.
one vehicle, you're sharing a garage. You spend,
Yeah.
instead of 120,000 for one vehicle, you got access to 10 vehicles. So obviously you'll never own, but you have access to
Right.
basically own. You basically do own,
Right.
in a certain type of way.
The only thing that worries me about that is the fact that like the people that are going to be picking up those cars are going to the bars and they're going to these places to be seen, right?
Exactly.
So it's like I don't know how much insurance will cost on something like that
I'm
to
sure it
insure
does.
those cars,
Oh,
but
and that's one of the biggest things, man. Obviously, in order for you to rent the vehicle, we have to call your insurance and make sure you have full coverage on. Obviously, you have to have full coverage and full disclosure. You have to have a full setup. Insurance is the biggest thing.
yeah.
Because obviously, when these people drive out of the lot, they're fully
responsible,
fully
bro.
responsible.
Like you
And
can't
then
be a
obviously
dickhead in my
security
whip.
deposits and,
Yeah.
and obviously insurance, but that's the biggest thing, man. Because you never know, like obviously when it comes to like the Scat Packs and the Hellcats, people get in that vehicle to what the intent of them, what they want to do with it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
They wanna-
you're not getting a
they
Lambo
wanna
to park
dog
it in the
it.
driveway.
Yeah, exactly. You want to drive fast.
Yeah.
So obviously insurance is a very big, statistic, a very big thing they incorporated when it comes to that time. But I mean, you have to carry yourself the right way. But it is what it is.
For sure, bro. I love how you're just you're taking on all the eggs and you're just like locking them into things that all correlate, right?
Yeah,
like the
100%.
production company, the cars, like everything's like a social status, right?
Mhm.
So like you're capitalizing this whole onion, like you was talking about earlier, bro. Where you
Yeah.
can just start peeling away at it. Yeah.
I mean,
There's a lot of them, man. You have
it's
a
a
lot of
lot.
layers.
Man.
And we haven't even talked about the
We haven't even talked
the
about
best part, right? We
Yeah.
only got like 20 minutes left.
Oh man, with the football stuff.
Yeah, we should dive into
Let's
that.
dive into it, man.
I
Let's
mean,
dive into
people
it.
have been waiting
to dive
this
into
long.
the end zone.
Yeah, you're
Hey.
Trying to
And-
dive into the end zone.
yeah. So where should we start with that one?
Jeez.
What,
Texas A&M,
Yeah,
or do you want to go straight to the Bengals?
I want to say, what would if you? No question. If you just had something to say to start off, like, what are your expectations for this season? as a human beyond football, but like football is obviously the focus in this conversation. But like, what are you trying to do? You're trying, like, obviously you are inspiring people right now with all this information you're giving us. But like on that football field, people are gonna be watching you heavy. Like the running back room is changing. So what's your plan, man? What's
my goal, man? My goal for this year, opportunity is as big as it's been for my career.
100%, bro.
Yeah,
so my goal personally is to capitalize on every opportunity that comes my way, no matter what it may be. Obviously, when opportunity has come my way over the years, I've capitalized off of them. But this year, like, the opportunity is absolutely enormous, like enormously big. And the coaching staff have expressed that, and they're excited. You know, I'm excited just as much as they are. But the opportunity is as big as it's been for me, and I'm excited. You know, obviously, I'm going into year 5. And I haven't had the opportunity like I wanted to, you know, to do what I wanted to do from the running back standpoint at the level that I'm used to doing. Like I said, you know, me and Ty was literally talking about this. Like, growing up my whole life, I've been the guy on every level. I've been the best of the best. I've broken all the records and doing every type of thing. But it's like, obviously, when you come to the NFL, it tests you as a man because it's a very humbling experience.
It's the elite, bro.
It's the elite of the elite. It's the best of the best. Like, you're not just good. These are the best of the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
So just going into that space, and really it humbles you. And it obviously checks you as a man. And it makes you think about, you know, when I wake up today, what am I going to do to separate myself from the next person? So obviously when it comes down to that, you know, that's what, like I said, that's what kind of hones back into what I said. Like, I just want to capitalize off of every opportunity that comes my way and take it and run with it. And, you know, hopefully the opportunity comes into something that's even bigger. And, you know, like I said, I just signed a new contract, about a month ago. And, like I said,
cheers to that, bro.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate that.
Cheers to that.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
Some more years in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
man.
At least one, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. So that's the aspect. We'll talk about that. So originally, Cincinnati wanted to sign me to a 2-year deal, 3-year deal. But I got to take myself.
Yeah.
But I spoke with my agency, and you know, we all made a decision, but we actually turned that down, and we ended up deciding to sign a 1-year deal, because, like I said, I was in the standpoint where it's like, I'm all in this year, and I'm willing to bank on myself. I'm not scared to bet on myself. I know my self-worth. I know what I can bring to the table. I know what I can do with the adequate opportunity. So this year, I signed a 1-year deal to be all in this year and to have the best year of my life with the opportunity that's coming up, and to really satisfy and be fruitful and capitalize and be the best version of myself and have the best productivity on the field this year. So next year I can come back to the table and have every leverage in the world to sign the long-term deal that I truly want to do. So obviously I didn't have all the leverage that I needed, you know, when I came to the contract set up this year. And obviously I signed a very nice deal for 1 year. But obviously I want to sign something that's life-altering down the line, and that's, you know, 365 days from now. You know, when we're sitting at the round table with the Bengals, we want it to be in our favor, where we can truly control the table. But that's going to basically hone in on the decisions that I make starting from today.
For sure.
The decisions that I make every day waking up. So I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to capitalize on the opportunities that come my way, and I'm excited to learn about myself along this process, and you know, and find out, you know, how far can I push myself, and how far am I really truly willing to go to achieve the things that I say I want to do starting from a kid.
That's incredible, man. And I love the fact that, you know, it's like, if you would have signed a 2-year deal, then they've got time to like let you sit, right? But doing that 1-year deal, like that's that FOMO.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like we got to put them in. We got to put them in. It's a risk, but you're willing to double down on yourself, because you know that when they do put, you know, when you do have that play, you know, you're gonna make sure that you're gonna double down on yourself, because you know your self-worth.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%.
That 1-year deal is that 1-year deal is that boomer bust feel, right? You gotta hit it, gotta stay healthy, gotta do my thing, like all these factors. But I think the betting on yourself, like, that runs deep, man.
It's
like
deep,
you're running deep with it, with a lot of the avenues you're going down. So I do believe the betting on yourself it makes sense. It's on brand.
Yeah.
Honestly, really, it's on brand. So what you're doing is it's very respectable. But on top of that, it's like smart.
Yeah, no,
it's
I
smart.
think it's smart
it's
too.
So
yeah.
smart. I think it's a great decision. Great, like, with your agent and everything that involves that. Like, I think it's a great move, because after this 1 year, because this is about to be a really big year. We know we
100%.
we all can feel what's going to take
Let's
place.
go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And the energy in the city is electric. So this is that year.
This is that year.
This is that year.
I should have been wearing Bengals shit today, bro.
Man,
Like,
we-
how did I not do that?
I wore my
I'm not
I
the
wore
native
my
stuff.
I wore my
I'm about to
favorite-
be rocking the native in the locker room, and I
Yeah.
My
can't,
man.
I can't
Yes,
wait.
sir.
I can't wait until everyone. Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that from? I got it from Native. You know exactly where to go. Bring your butt down here. And,
Yeah, bro.
And get it. Newport, not Newport, but down
This
here
is
by the
Newport.
levee.
This
It's
is
Newport.
Newport. This
is Newport,
Newport
yeah.
on the levee.
Yeah.
You know, come down here and get it. Come to Native and get all the exclusive stuff. Get you a Liquid Death. Along with it, get you a Liquid Death along with it, and just enjoy the experience. So I'm excited to, bring a little foot traffic here, in any way possible from the Bengals standpoint.
Bro, that's
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah.
that's incredible, bro, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that because we've been in this game a long time, and I design everything in house, and like Andrew was saying with that DTG printer, bro, like we just print stuff,
Crazy, bro.
and then
Yeah.
I crumble it up and I throw it against the wall, and I see what sticks and what doesn't,
Yeah.
right? And it's one of those
sticking.
things where like.
It's sticking.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, a lot of the
sticking.
stuff is
Everything
sticking,
is
bro.
sticking.
Yeah.
I've got I've got over 190 designs that I've created for Native and the Mad
man.
Scientist, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like cheesy designs. Like all
It's
these
so
are
dope.
fire, but we've got 72 spots in the store.
Yeah.
So it's like every week, like once we run out, like we didn't have the Kanye West shirt all
I
last week, so that was
literally watched
filled
them
with
print
something
this
else.
right in front of my eyes.
Yeah.
And, like literally right in front of my eyes. Like, what is that?
Right,
Sure,
yeah, all
sure
sorts
enough,
of
I look up
questions.
and it's
Yeah.
on the shelf. I'm like, golly, that happened fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's
and,
crazy.
and that's the thing. We do limited runs of stuff, so once
Yeah.
it's gone, it's gone. Or it's like a catch me if you can, like I said,
100%.
because we just keep.
But that's what makes it exclusive. And think about it when it comes into a standpoint of when it turns into a vintage item. Everybody
bro,
can't have
tell
it.
me about it, man.
Everybody can't have it.
I'm
here
It's
for it.
special. It's special.
And so, like a lot of the people ask, like, how do you get away with doing? Like, we have a Bass Pro Shop style hat that we did.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get away with doing that? And it's like, bro, like we don't want to be Cincy tees. We want to press the boundaries of the companies that we want to compete with. So thank you, bro. So yeah, so like the Marlboro logo
Yeah.
that we did, like that
Yeah,
native
I spoke on
version.
that. I like that.
Yeah, bro. So we do things like that to press the boundaries. And if like Bass Pro Shop, they sent us a cease and desist, which is cool. Bro, I'm 100% cool with it because that means we're on the radar.
I'm about to say it shows you guys are growing.
Yeah,
no,
bro.
for
But
sure.
like the crazy thing is, like they sent us a cease and desist within 12 likes of the photo. So like whatever.
So who snitched?
Somebody snitched. But that makes
Couldn't
those
wait.
that makes those hats that we dropped
Yep.
like that much more exclusive, right?
Yeah.
And it's like for us, like we can see the years that we've created this stuff because 2 years ago we were doing sublimation, so it looks completely different than the DTG stuff we're doing now.
Yeah,
But like,
100%.
and everything's rare, everything, and it's all about that FOMO, bro. It's all
Yeah.
like the story
FOMO,
that
I'm
we're.
about to say
Yeah.
FOMO. I'm about to say-
FOMO.
What
The
no,
story.
what did you literally said about this? You literally made a statement about FOMO.
The
So
fear
so
of
it's,
missing out.
yeah,
Fear of missing out.
so in the back room, it says welcome to Native. You're part of a social experiment. We're studying the human psychosis on FOMO, also known as the fear of missing out. Right.
Yeah.
So the person next to you might buy the last size that you're eyeing. So, and that was the thing is like we're like, how do I get on the level of a gallery department or represent, right? Because
Yeah.
they sell tees for $80, $90. How do I get on that level in Kentucky?
I'm about to say, that's
And so what? So
$600.
well,
Yeah.
right. So what we do is we double the price on the online app. So if you want to buy the stuff, the Mad Scientist stuff, it's $70 a T-shirt, but you get half off for an in-store experience because we want you to come in here and experience this interactive retail that we got
Because
going
it'll
on.
mean more to you.
Yes.
100%,
Obviously,
bro.
Like I said, you can see this place online, but I promise you guys, if you come here, like this is amazing. Like I remember after we came here last time, we were talking about it. Like it's an experience. Like
That's what
like
we're
it's
going
an
for.
experience. Like from just every piece, it's literally a walking maze. And if you look around, it'll lead you to a specific area in the store. I'm not gonna say where that area is. If you look around, there's clues literally all around. It'll lead you to a specific spot, and it's like a secret passageway to something deeper. So if you want to come here and enjoy a maze, if you want to enjoy something special, come down here to Native. I promise you won't regret it.
I didn't pay him for that either.
Yeah, he
bro.
didn't pay me for
Yeah.
it. I'm just that much of a supporter of this space.
Dude,
I
it's
love
awesome.
it, man.
bro.
I love it.
I appreciate
All the
it,
pieces
dude.
you picked up, man.
Yeah.
They all.
I'm about to say, I bought like 5 or 6 pieces a day, and they helped me a lot along my journey of my, business endeavors, and they made us Leethal shirts.
Oh
So,
yeah, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
on,
there's
on
there-
that
bring
on
the
that
other one out.
fire merch too.
Yeah.
No, he's rocking it right there.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got it.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
rocking it right now.
Yeah, there's
dope, bro.
there's another one flying around here somewhere.
Yeah, I said, it's around here somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
But and that's the thing, bro. I really appreciate you seeing what we're doing here because it's not about like I said earlier, like come and buy clothes, right? Like when we built this store, we wanted to allocate 150 square feet for this podcast.
Yeah.
Even though it's going to be vacant 6 days of the week,
Yeah.
right? Like instead of having mannequins that display clothes, like we wanted this,
Yeah,
and
100%.
and the levy was like, thumbs up, let's go. Like we love it. They built the stage for us, bro.
For us?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and that's one of those things where like the best part is like when people come into the store, they ask us right away, what do you guys film here? It's like, oh, we interview local natives. So if you got a business or if you're a musician or an athlete, like
Yeah.
we go live on our social media and upload it to all to the world to see.
Yeah.
Right away, they know that we're local,
Mm-hmm.
and they either know somebody that needs to be interviewed or they want to be interviewed. So it opens up a conversation way better than a mannequin in the window would, bro.
It's dope, man.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan.
Thank you, bro. Hey, we're learning, man.
Yeah.
We're like I said, Yosemite Sam with the six shooters, bro. We're
Yeah.
just trying to keep the lights on, bro.
Oh man, you got to, man. You got to
Yeah.
keep these lights bright and strong and keep pushing forward. It's all about putting one foot in front of the other. That's all it's about.
Yes, sir, man. And I really appreciate you picking up those clothes too, bro. Because I'm gonna hold you to it. You said you're gonna try to rock them when you're going into the stadium.
Oh, I
so
will.
when
I probably listen. I would take a picture. You can get me on video. First day of what they say? First day of school.
Oh,
OTAs
shit.
2023.
Hey, yeah.
I'm wearing something native. Something I purchased today. I'm wearing it.
So that nasty
my
natty tee.
man,
It might be the Nasty Natty tee.
That's my
Hey.
favorite
One
you
of
got.
them.
That's my
I'll take a
favorite you got.
picture.
that's
And I'll send it to
incredible,
you
bro.
guys.
Appreciate you,
Yeah,
bro.
100%.
I appreciate that, man, because
Yeah.
that's one of those things like they're as the season's going and as the things are happening, like Bo started to take those photos and it started out as nothing and
Yeah.
it grew into something
Very
so
quickly.
quick where it was like the Cincinnati Bengals, they've got style, they've got fucking like they're just coming off this, they're walking into the stadium and everyone's just flossing in
Oh, no,
like
100%.
the coolest clothes. So it's
Yeah.
like when Clark Harris rocked the native beanie.
Clark,
Yeah, so he rocked
Clark,
it on
man.
one of those, and they were like, "Who wore it best?" It was during the Christmas thing, and I was like, "But that's it. Like
that's it. That's all you want to do. You
man.
want to just see it.
small
Yeah.
wins, bro.
Yeah, small wins. The small victories make the big picture better.
Always,
Dude,
bro.
that's so true.
Yeah.
So speaking of winning, this season, man,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is a big season, bro. This is
Super Bowl.
Super
Not
Bowl.
even-
That's our goal, and it's crazy, man. Like
Super Bowl.
just getting that sniff and getting the sniff to Super Bowl. Man.
Oh,
Just
man.
being a part of that.
How was
experience.
That's
Listen, I cried. Like,
Yeah?
Absolutely,
I'm
bro.
I'm an emotional person.
Sure,
I'm in
sure.
tune with my emotions.
artist, man. It's part of the
But
game.
dude, I cried like a baby. Pre-game, just going out there. Just think about it. You know, my parents had pictures of me from when I was watching Super Bowl from at 1 year old. I've never missed a Super Bowl a year in my life.
Wow.
It's a big thing of my family. You know,
Yeah.
we just Super Bowl time. It's just time we come together, eat food, and just watch the Super Bowl.
Everybody
Yeah,
on the
that's-
planet
everyone.
watches that
Everyone,
game.
yeah, that's-
as,
everyone's
as,
saying
as a kid, I don't
Yeah.
want to jump up, but who was your team as a kid? Like
I was a Cowboys fan.
Cowboys fan?
I was a
Okay,
Cowboys
all right.
fan. You know,
Okay.
even though I didn't get to see us play in the Super Bowl, you know, being a Cowboys fan, but it's okay. You know, it's okay. You know,
I had the Irwin jersey.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, but like I said, just being able to experience that. So I was very emotional from my family standpoint. Just thinking about my dad, my parents. You know, we watched it every year. So just imagine how they feel
Having
from a parent standpoint, like their son
having their
playing in the
seat on
Super Bowl.
stage.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
bro.
it was very surreal feeling. Like it just didn't feel real. And just thinking about even last year when we were in Kansas City after we won and Evan McPherson, he
Yeah.
hit that field goal, man. It was just like there's no way we're going to the Super Bowl.
Tunnel vision, bro. Everything
Like,
just
what's-
zooms in. You're like,
like,
what's happening?
Like, what's happening right now? Like
Yeah.
that was just so much fun, but it was just an amazing feeling. People don't realize like we deal with a lot being a professional football from July to February.
Oh yeah.
like the time, the mental, physical, and emotional fatigue that you endure throughout that time.
Oh, it's
like people think, oh, they make a lot of money. That's the least of our work. Like we're week in, week out, we're fighting for our job.
Yeah,
you're fighting for your body, bro. Like you got the elite trying to fucking tear you down.
Man, and it's
especially
that bank account is not making it any softer. No, that work is real. They're just trying to compensate in some regard. That's all it is. Like that money is not making those hits any lighter. It is not making that early morning grind to all the way to the night grind. Like 100%. I mean, you got 2 days. I mean, probably 3 days in some cases. Like I'm talking, that money is not.
Think about it. I'm
easy.
5'9", 210, 212. You know, on a good day, I'm running from guys like Hilarious Campbell. He's 6'8".
Yeah.
315. Like guys,
and his job is to
crush you.
To crush you, dude.
Yeah, and to lay his whole body on you. So just think
get
about
you
it,
back
like,
down to
day,
earth.
Day in, day out. I'm running from guys almost twice my size, trying to rip my head off.
Right, but
that's what I do for a living. That's what keeps the bills on them.
Right,
running away from people.
But you ain't scared though. Nah, bro.
Like I said, sometimes I might be the littlest guy on the field, but I got the biggest heart on the field. So you're gonna have to rip my head off.
Overcome, bro.
You're gonna have to amputate me to get me off the field.
Yeah.
So like I said, it's a crazy experience, man. It's obviously with everything that goes into it, it's good and it's bad. And obviously, I want to speak on the DeMar Hamlin situation.
Man, I was at that game.
We referenced it earlier, kind of. Yeah, like no one had to say anything. We knew.
Jeez, that was an experience, man. I can't even it was wild. Just me. But when that play happened, 2 plays before that, I caught a kickoff return. Was running, and I tried to jump over a guy. I got flipped and landed in a weird way. Like I'm thinking about that could have been me 2 plays before that.
Right.
And then just to see him and just go out there and stand over him and look at a guy fighting for his life.
Yeah.
Like, forget football. This is real life at this point.
Yes.
He's fighting for his heart stopped beating. He's fighting for his life at that point.
Yeah.
And just to hear his teammates, cry out and scream out, like, come on, like, we need you. Just, man, that was I was messed up. I mean, all of us, we're messed up.
100%, bro.
Because at the end of the day, it's not about competition. It's not like this is a real grown human life doing exactly what we're doing, and he's fighting for his life right now. So that was crazy. But like I said, I'm beyond blessed, happy. He's good now, and that could have obviously went a completely different way, but. God was definitely with him, and he's definitely good now. But that was a crazy experience, man. That was the bottom portion of obviously when you grow up and you have dreams of being in the NFL. That's the negative portion. You don't want to experience those type of moments.
Right. Yeah, and being there and seeing all that, man, it's like it puts everything back into reality. Man, like, bro, we are putting our lives on the line. Like, yeah, the paycheck's good, but we're out here.
At what cost?
Like at what cost, right? Because
that's the biggest thing,
because
man.
the other teammate, the other opponent is trying to solidify you to that earth as quickly as he can, bro.
Everyone is trying to earn a contract. So when 2 people are trying to earn contracts and they collide,
it's like Hunger Games. It's like Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, yeah.
Everybody's out here trying to feed their families.
Right.
Yeah, right. You're standing my way, and I'm standing your way, and we're about to go as hard as possible.
So I don't care about you. You don't care about me. So it's like.
That's the beauty of it, though.
So what's gonna happen?
Yeah, right. And then you're running into like the thick of things.
Yeah,
man, you are
blind.
You are blinded, and you're just hoping that hole opens.
Yeah, I'm about to say I feel like Bang. Wasn't I quoting Bang earlier?
You said what?
No, I was in the weight room. I was quoting Bang.
I was in the
talking about humiliating.
It wasn't the right room.
I was born
keep holding that camera, bro. Just keep doing that. Cameras get heavy, though.
Bro, you telling me?
No, like, cameras get heavy. I know.
What's your what's the camera you're using right now to film everything with?
So we got the FX3, and we also got the Canon EOS RP. We got a lot of different.
What's your favorite go-to? Is it a Canon? Is it a Sony?
So, personally, I'm shooting on a Canon. It's an EOS RP with a 24-70, but he shoots a lot on the Sony's, so we're trying to transition to that. Obviously, with the production company and everything.
Yeah.
Trying to keep it pretty consistent.
For sure.
Transitioning over to Sony, but
So I'm a
Yeah, I shoot on a Sony.
I'm a Canon guy. He's a Sony guy, man. And you know,
better, man.
well, you know that mirrorless. When we're talking about weight, bro,
Mirrorless.
like the mirrorless is so much lighter and better. But like, you know, I've been
DSL. What is it? DSL.
a DSLR, yeah.
Yeah,
So I've got like I started out with like the Canon 2, got the Canon 3, 3 Plus or whatever, and
So you
like
get the
I've
Rebel?
got yeah the Rebel T3 or whatever it is, and we've got like I finally ended up picking up like a Canon 80D.
Okay.
I found it on Marketplace. Like some kid needed to pay for his books.
Yeah.
And I got it for like $400 or $350 or
that's
something.
crazy.
And it was like the little cap to like
The flash?
like close.
Oh,
No, just to close like the mic ports in.
Yeah.
It was cut off, and I was like, "Oh, are you a Casey Neistat fan?" He's like, "Yeah, bro." I'm like, "Of course, bro." Like, that's the first thing Casey Neistat does is cut that fucking piece off so it doesn't just flap around.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So that was the only problem with the camera. But like, we have it here, and I was using it for the podcast like we were talking about earlier, but it times out at 30 minutes.
29,
Yeah.
29.59, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, and so you know,
a great shot.
we don't want to
Yeah.
have to like you
Get
know
up and change
reset
it,
it up
yeah.
every 30 minutes or something, right?
Mhm.
So like
These are perfect. I feel like.
Yeah,
for
no,
what you
this
guys
they
do.
are, bro.
amazing.
They're great. They're you know, USBs are the best, bro, because it's just hot. The second you plug it in, they work, and you don't have to worry about anything, man.
Yeah, no, 100%. You can't go wrong with it, man.
No, for sure.
It gets the job done from every standpoint.
These
Yeah.
are going to look great on our podcast that we're starting next week, the What If podcast.
The What If
Whatever, bro. Hey,
Seriously, yeah.
whatever.
I'm dead ass.
Yeah.
Bro, we are too, man. Because
We
like
are. We've
I've
been
on-
talking about
I've
it.
already
We
got
got
it.
it set
I've
for it.
already got it set up where like if you don't know about John Teeter, so I can give like maybe a 5 to 10 minute like
Synopsis.
video synopsis of like the story,
Yeah.
and so we can just pause it. So it'll be pre-recorded. So I'm talking about the story, and you can just pause it, and be like, wait a minute. So you're telling me this motherfucker like
Yeah.
GE was the one that created time travel? Because that's what he says. He says General Electric created time travel in the year 2036. And this, so John Teeter's so popular that the TV show Big Bang Theory,
Yeah.
they actually bought like this John Teeter like time
Thingy.
machine version where like they brought it in the house and they all wanted to like sleep in it. And it was like their own version of what John Teeter made. But it's one of those things, bro, where like, you know, that What If podcast, I really think it's got legs, dude, because you can just pause it and be like, dude, no, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I'm not. No.
Rewind that.
Right.
Rewind that.
Hold up.
We do a whole episode on Shakespeare again.
Yeah.
I love
Bro,
the Shakespeare one.
that Shakespeare conspiracy is
Shakespeare?
wild
Oh, it's
too,
my favorite.
bro.
It's my favorite
I've never
earthly
even
one.
thought about
The
a Shakespeare
earthly one.
conspiracy.
So Shakespeare, the theory is that Shakespeare wasn't as smart as the writer who made it. So there's a big conspiracy saying that this guy Sir Francis Bacon was the actual writer of all of William
Sir
Shakespeare's
Francis
stuff.
Bacon.
Sir Francis Bacon.
And where did this
But then
come
I'm
there's,
gonna, bro. I'll text you all
I
this
need
stuff.
all this, man.
I like-
I'm gonna be up until 3 in
but
the
there's-
morning, laying in bed.
But there's
watching
also
this
the aspect that
Yeah, texting me like, no way,
No,
bro.
yeah,
This
yeah,
did
there's
not.
also the
right.
aspect that it might be like a woman that wrote all Shakespeare
Wow.
because it's so romantic, the romance in, and he was
Like
just
Romeo and
he was like
Juliet.
the front man, if you will.
Yeah.
And she was writing behind the scenes. I like that
Like a
angle too.
ghostwriter.
Yes.
In a way.
So I like that angle too because that in the time period it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
The Shakespeare is one of the best earthly conspiracies in my mind because
I've
it's just
never even thought to
that
think
he
about
didn't
a
really write it.
Shakespeare,
He was
yeah.
just a front man potentially. That he was just that guy that like showed everyone, and then someone behind there's like diligently just writing
like
and doing their thing.
What do they call the thing with the puppets?
Like a puppeteer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is,
Yeah.
Marionette.
Marionette.
Yeah, there you go.
Marionette.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it, that's it.
yeah. Like that. Exactly that.
Yeah.
That idea because they just weren't gonna get that shine
Yeah.
that Shakespeare would get. So he's that flashy guy.
Yeah, no.
You present it to the world. Let the world know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna sit back here and write. And
Yeah, 100%.
that's. I mean, that makes sense.
You just be
Marketing.
the face of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. You just
Yeah.
be the face of it. I mean, think about it. That's what companies do in reality. You know, we'll just sit back and make stuff. We'll just pay you to market.
Yeah, right. And he was just the guy.
Yeah,
he
no,
just was that
100%.
guy.
Yeah, no,
Chosen.
that's right.
That there's so many fascinating
Yeah, no,
ends of
no,
that
no.
because he just wasn't educated
No,
to many
100%.
words that Shakespeare.
I gotta pee, bro.
Yeah.
Are you guys cool to hang out and podcast, or you want to wrap it up?
What you want to do?
I'm good. It's whatever y'all want to do, man.
I'm down.
good.
I'm chilling.
I'm chilling.
Cool. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. You guys keep talking.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's dive into some football a little bit, just for a few.
Talk to me,
Yeah. I'm excited for the season, man. Like I just we are huge Bengals fans here, of course, and like I mean I'm actually a Rams fan too.
You're a Rams guy?
I am. When I was like 11, they won the Super Bowl, and I would been like my aunt. Like I have family that's in St. Louis, and it was just a whole thing. And I'm Marshall Faulk is like my favorite player of all time.
Oh my gosh, I'm a Marshall Faulk guy. I was a big Marshall Faulk.
Are
big,
you?
Big Marshall, I was a Barry Sanders and Marshall Faulk guy.
Okay, yeah.
Marshall Faulk was on the cover of Madden.
Yeah.
2003, I believe.
2003. Yeah.
I got 2003.
Yeah.
I'm about to say
Yeah. He's the true. He was my favorite. I mean, all of them, like Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, the whole. I mean, Mark Bulger with Kurt Warner, everybody that played in that era. But Marshall Faulk was like my. I mean, man.
Marshall Faulk, like Rams, right?
Yeah. I had his jersey. I have two of his jerseys. I have the blue one and the white one.
I'm gonna say Marshall Faulk, Rams.
Yeah. 1999, they won the Super Bowl, and he just continued like just killing it like through the years, and like he's just a great dude too. Like I've watched a lot of interviews with him, and he's just my favorite. He is like my favorite football player. My favorite basketball is Allen Iverson. So it's AI. And yeah, man, those are my initials are AI too, so that didn't really and that helped with it when I was little. But like I was point guard, kind of thing. Basketball is like my first love, but like we do that sports podcast every Wednesday night normally. We talk fantasy football. We talk like down to like the stories, side stories, everything that like we just talk like not on this section of the store, but in the middle of the store. But it's like open source. I have guests on all the time. We just kind of chat about it, and it's fun because like people like everyone like watches sports differently. And it's
from a perspective.
It's
how they see it,
dude, for sure. And I love like hearing everyone that comes on. I mean, like I'm trying to get like a Damar. I'm trying to get
Lamar?
No, shoot, I'm having a brain fart. Jay will know as soon as I come back. He's come to the store a few times, basketball player, but he played with Carmelo Anthony. I'm drawing a blank. Sorry, bro. I'll remember in a second. Yeah. He's home.
You gotta just not think about it.
It'll come to me. But like, I'm thinking Marshall Faulk in my brain. But like, that's the thing is like, someone like you come on sometime just like to talk sports and your perspective on other sports, not just football. You know what I mean? Like we talked to Mar Hamlin. That's on my mind mainly. But like we talked to Mar Hamlin. We talked about the impact of like everything that he went through and what the headspace that we have as football players. Tua. Like these guys are out here sacrificing. You know what I mean?
Crazy stuff this last year, real. Think about Tua. Remember we played them Thursday night.
You did the all white game, the whiteout.
And Tua, that was the game Tua had to get taken to the hospital. And he hit his head on the ground. Like I said, obviously you'd never want to see that portion of the game, but it's just like anything can happen, bro. Obviously that makes you look at sports differently. But the thing is, people might see that, but then obviously I look at it from a sports standpoint, like, okay, who went wrong to allow that to happen? 'Cause, offensive lineman got beat. Yeah. People just see the Tua situation, but obviously looking at it from a sports standpoint, like, okay, what happened prior to that kind of transcended to that situation happening? So offensive lineman got beat, and our defensive lineman, Tupou, made a play, and Tua got hurt.
Yeah. And, I mean, him being in that game in the first place was...
it's too soon.
Too soon. The Buffalo situation.
2 weeks removed, I believe. 3 weeks. I don't even remember.
I mean, we're talking months on recovery that you need in some cases. Like,
and that's the brain, man. You get one brain.
You get one brain.
We were literally talking about that. Yeah.
Last night.
Yeah, we were literally talking about that last night. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I love you, bro. DeMar Johnson. He played basketball. He played with Carmelo Anthony, and he played with everybody.
Right?
Yeah.
You're talking DeMar?
I said his name earlier, and I was gonna go into Hamlin because it got me sidetracked. Yeah, but I don't want to get the name wrong. But me and him have talked about him being on the podcast. He'd come on and be on. He's on here all the time. He's hanging out with us a lot. Comes through. But I'd love to have him on too to get his basketball perspective. You to get your football perspective, because that's like the thing. Like we're using the spaces to get like natives here to let people know that there's more going on, and they're just not seeing it. You know what I mean? 100%. And that's what we're about. And like, I mean, talking sports is not just talking football. We're talking the basketball. I mean, we're talking like contracts, like Lamar Jackson's contract situation, the Aaron Rodgers situation. Like those situations are real life. Someone's day to day trying to figure it out, and these guys are just. I mean, obviously Lamar doesn't have an agent, but like Aaron Rodgers, that whole situation is wild. I mean, he's one step away from the Jets, but like, what's holding it back?
I just seen that today. Like the talks are slow. They haven't really communicated within weeks. Like I'm like, how's that situation gonna pan out?
Yeah, it's interesting because like
free agency is a wild place.
Yeah, I mean, so from your perspective, when the conversations start, do they reach out to you, or do you reach out, or how does can you talk about that?
It's mutual.
Okay.
I know. Obviously, teams can't speak to you within a certain period. That's considered tampering. But the team that you were originally with, they can communicate. You know, obviously you can do the contract negotiations. But teams will reach out. They'll inquire about you. They'll communicate with your agency. So obviously each player within the NFLPA, it's a database.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously you pull up any player. Say you pull up my player. You know, pull up me. You know, you see that I'm signed to USG, United Sports Group, and then you see my agents. I have two agents. You see Rodney Williams and you see Brian Overstreet. Then you got the numbers for them. Then if a team, you know, wants to inquire about me, they'll contact my agent. Like, hey, we're interested in Trayveon. You know, this is what we're thinking. We definitely want to get them in. So say, Vince, if they want, they're first initially, they want to get you in on a visit. They'll want to get you in for a workout. But if it's a situation where it's like, oh, we don't even need to work out. Like, we know we want them. We don't need to see them. So then it's a situation where you go straight into contract negotiation. Like, okay, you see what the negotiation was. But like I said, with Cincinnati, it was a standpoint of Cincinnati was in the standpoint where it was like, okay, we want to match whatever contract, whoever comes after, we're willing to match that. You know, obviously teams inquire and do different type of things, but it's like, you know, at the end of the day, from a free agency standpoint, if you're an unrestricted free agent, you know, you can make any decision on where you want to go. Like if you don't want to come at the Cincinnati, you don't got to come at the Cincinnati. You can go wherever you want to. But teams can reach out to your agency. They'll reach out and inquire about you, and then, like you said, offers come up, you get offers, and then you just make the decision, and you just sign whichever one makes sense, and then that's where you're going.
How much of the conversation is the agent having before they tell you where they're at, or is it every step of the way? Like, because they're having, whether it's a text message conversation, email conversation, are they like send you screenshots? Like, how's that? Because like they're having a lot, right?
Yeah, never really screenshots. I know with my situation, the conversation originally started at the combine. Obviously, Cincinnati was speaking with, you know, our director of player personnel, and then obviously our GM, Duke Tobin. They were communicating with my agents, you know, basically saying, you know, we want them back, and this is the numbers, you know, blase.
Yeah.
But they kind of go from there, and then, like I said, it's really just on the phone conversations. Not really text messages.
Heard, okay. Yeah, you never.
It's really on the phone conversations.
It's not my phone.
It's really on the phone conversations or in person conversations, but primarily on the phone. Obviously, primarily in two different locations, but it pretty much goes like that. And
okay.
Till you communicate, till you get the common ground, and there's a lot of going back and forth.
Sure.
You know.
Sure. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's stuff that like you're just not seeing from the other side of the wall. You know
People just see at the end of the day, like, oh, he signed
contract.
1 year, $18 million. Odell Beckham. Like,
why did they sign him? Of course they'd sign him. Why did they sign him? Then
exactly.
Instagram goes crazy, right?
Yeah, exactly. But they don't see everything that goes into it, the back and forth. They might have been negotiating for 3 months. They might have been negotiating for 2 months. You know, they might have been negotiating for a week, 2 days. It just, you know, people only see the end goal, but they don't see the, you know, the inside portion of it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's fascinating because like you're knowing that like that money is just the compensation for what you're gonna do. So like getting that right and getting the right amount of years, because you know, like you're saying, you're betting on yourself right now.
No,
but someone might, on the injury side, if they know they're injury prone, might try to take those 3 years.
Oh, facts.
You know what I mean? Like that. I mean, it's very strategic, and I know it's deep, and like that aspect of it is fascinating to me because like the player has an intent. Like he's gonna have his own agenda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and the team knows that he probably's thinking that way, so they've got to strategically throw it in. Like everyone's throwing it in the hat, like how it shakes out. Yeah. I can only imagine like some of the yeah, man, it's fascinating. Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like what makes sense, man. You got to make the decision on what makes sense and then go from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Yeah. And you like being in Cincinnati, so you're
I love Cincinnati, man. Like I said, I love Cincinnati. Being from Houston, obviously coming from Houston here, I couldn't play. I'm so glad the Texans didn't draft me. I feel like I would have ruined my career if I would have played home.
Yeah. Yep.
Just the amount of distractions, and that's
being there, like around everyone you know.
Being too comfortable. You're home. You're comfortable.
Being too comfortable.
I like being here. You know, outside of my comfort zone, being in a place. Obviously, originally being in a place that was new to me. Obviously forcing me to find new common ground and meet new people and really just hone in and be isolated and focus on my primary goal. And that's, you know, being a professional athlete, being the best player that I can be for this organization. So I feel like that was the best thing that could have happened for me in Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah, man.
How was I asked Draker Patrick 2 weeks ago, how was the phone call that when you were getting signed? Like,
Oh,
how did
man.
you feel?
I cried, man.
Yeah.
It was, it was a little frustrating throughout the process. I was truly expecting to primarily go second round.
Okay.
And then I ended up getting a phone call the third day, 6th round, 182nd pick. They called me. It was a sigh of relief, like the biggest relief, like the absolutely biggest relief off your shoulders in the world.
Yeah.
It was an amazing feeling where I knew where I was going to go, knew where I was going to be.
I made it.
Yeah, I made it.
I love that
it
it's
was just
6th round, bro.
It was so many feelings,
I love it.
so many feelings at one time. And just feeling your phone ring is like your heart just, I almost feel like it just stops.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah.
Oh, babe, it's coming.
I seen Cincinnati, Ohio, and in the moment, I'm like, Cincinnati, like, what? I wasn't thinking Bengals. I just seen the 513. Blase. Pick up the phone. Zach. Obviously picking up the phone, just talking. I'm like, y'all, like, just thank you, coach. Like, you won't regret this, and just the amount of tears. And it was just, it was a mirror moment. But it's fun. It's funny as it is. The first phone call I got outside of Zach was Dre Kirkpatrick. Me and Dre shared the same agency. We had the same agent.
Okay.
So it's crazy. Small world, man.
You guys are real connected.
Yeah. So
cool.
obviously Dre was the first one to call me and told me he's excited to have us. And just obviously what to look forward to and just obviously just tips on being the best professional you can be. Just things to look forward to and things to prepare yourself. But like I said, he was the first player I talked to and the first person I talked to outside of the head coaches. And
that's incredible, man. It's like having a big brother, right?
No,
like you got somebody to fall back
he was
on.
definitely
Right?
that big brother figure, and I appreciate him so much for sure.
He's a great dude, man. Again, that's Southern hospitality, bro. Like when it comes down to like.
I want to say Dre's from Alabama. I believe.
Yeah, he's from Alabama, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, him and Yaman, they hit it off, bro, for sure.
100%, man. 100%, man.
So who's your go-to musician from Houston?
Musician song-wise?
Yeah.
Let's see, man.
Because there's some bangers, bro.
The big Zero guy. I remember, we was talking about Ellie Dollar. But yeah, definitely Zero. He's a Houston guy, Zero. And obviously, just so many different, obviously, Beyonce is from Houston. Obviously, on the pop side, Beyonce is amazing at what she does. But yeah, I'm gonna say you gotta love Beyonce, got to. But definitely probably say Zero. Zero, he's a big Houston guy, very well connected in Houston, so big in Houston, so definitely probably say him.
Dope, man. Have you ever been to the shoe store called Soul Station out there?
Soul Station, no.
Yeah. I bought a pair of shoes from them, man. They've got a shoe store out there in Houston, and they've been getting popular on this app called Whatnot, which is like a real fast-paced auction where it's 60 seconds and then the shoes are sold.
Jeez, really?
Yeah, bro. And like they've got some bangers. Like they were selling like the lobsters and like the reimagines and the lost and founds and stuff.
Yeah.
But I got some good shoes off of them, man. And it's like I was just like, as you're looking, like the dude's on this app, right? So he's like trying to sell the stuff like super fast, but then there's people shopping in the background, and he's like, oh, I gotta. Because he's like a really outgoing, like outlandish dude. So when he's on the camera, he's trying to like entertain for the crowd.
Yeah.
But then you see people walking in the background. And he's got to tone it down. It's like trying to slang shit out of here.
Yeah.
And you might end up selling a pair of shoes for way less than the retail on it. So like the shoes that I got, they were $395 in his store, and I got them for $67, bro.
Wow.
They were Jordan 9s.
Nice.
Dude, a steal. I'm a sneakerhead, bro. Like on all my shoes.
I'm a sneaker. Listen.
You're just a sneaker addict, bro.
I'm a sneaker addict.
What's your favorite shoe? Like not. It doesn't have to be like the.
Adidas is gonna hate me for this one. Jordan 1s. I'm a big Jordan.
That's
1s.
me
I got
too,
the
bro.
lows on right now, but I'm not even supposed to be wearing those. But I did definitely stitch on myself. But the Jordan 1s, definitely, I love them, man.
Me too, bro.
Love them to death. Shout out to Adidas. I love you guys. Nothing changes.
Hey, Adidas is fire though, bro. They got Jerry Lorenzo bringing out the sports line. Like they've got a bunch of shit like down their chute that they're ready to launch.
Yeah,
man.
100%.
So I'm here for it.
Adidas, man. Adidas is in a category of their own. I love them. I appreciate them for giving me opportunity to represent the brand. So Adidas is in a category of their own, and I appreciate them for sure.
So what's your favorite like shoe? Just the one shoe that was like, man, I would love to have that, bro.
Adidas.
Out of anything, out of any holy grail, whether it be an M&M 4, M&M 3, one of the original 11 breads, like what's your?
I remember it was the Concords.
Concords, bro.
Yeah, it's the Concords 11s, bro.
So were you?
Love them. I couldn't get them on the original drop.
Okay.
That's what hurt me.
Bro. This is why I'm a sneakerhead, because like the very first shoe that ever sold out and never went back into reproduction was the Concord.
Concords, exactly.
So like for me, like, you know, I was in high school. I was always making money. I was always having a side hustle.
Yeah.
So I was able to buy my shoes. And so when those Concords came out, so they're the black and white 11s. So the patent leather on the front. They had the icy bottom on it.
Icy, like it was almost blue.
Blue, bro.
Yeah,
That icy bottom was
exactly.
so fire. So when I got out of school, I went to Woodfield Mall. I grew up in Chicago, so I went to Woodfield and I went to Foot Locker to go buy them, and they were like
773.
sold out. And I'm like, okay, when are you gonna get them again? They're like, we're not. And I'm like, what do you mean you're not gonna get them again? Like, what does that even mean? There's like, they only made a certain amount. And I was like, what?
Yeah, heartbroken.
Bro, I went and I bought a pair of knockoff Fila's. So Fila came out with patent leather version.
Yeah, I remember.
So they came out with a patent leather version, and I don't have them anymore. I wish I would, because those things are probably worth a decent amount of money.
Yeah,
I'm
100%.
I've got all the original sneakers, bro, from back in the day. But
Yeah.
like when those came out, like I couldn't get a hold of the Concords, and I was like, what is happening?
Yeah,
like
I'm
I'm a
about to say,
sneakerhead and I can't get it. Like
I'm
that.
missing out right now.
That was the
social experiment.
that was the infiltration of the sneakerhead right there, because I couldn't
Yeah.
get it. So when the breads came out, when those followed, I didn't even go to school.
Yeah.
I skipped school and went and bought them, so I didn't lose out on
I'm
them.
gonna say you can sacrifices, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
But
Yeah.
but dude, and I'm 100% in agreement, man. Those Concords have such a history. You know, it's not just about the patent leather that came out, because, you know, like I ended up getting a pair of the Concords, and I wore them to
I got 2
prom.
pairs now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So I wore them to prom. I wore the breads to homecoming. Like that was my like dress shoe, because hey, it's you know it's shiny on the
Shiny,
front, bro.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like a tuxedo shoe. Like,
Yeah, bro. So that was that moment where like I knew at that moment where it was just like I'm hooked. Like if I can't get it, I need to get it. So when those breads came out, I skipped school for it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Totally worth it.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
oh,
gotta
bro,
do exactly what you
I
gotta do.
found them the other day, man. I was cleaning out my closet, and I found the original breads that I had, and I found the Carolinas that came out after that. And they're beat to shit, bro. Like I put white out on those
you were
on
trying to get
those.
'em right.
Bro, like there was no like magic eraser back in the day. So
Yeah.
when the cloth got dirty, like I couldn't throw them in the wash, right?
couldn't,
So it was
they'll
like I
beat the
just had to
washer up.
wipe them bitches out, man.
God damn, you like, golly.
It is what I still got them though.
He's been
bro.
customizing
That's all
since the
that
beginning,
matters.
bro.
True sneakerhead for you right there, man.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
his
customizing
own way to
since
clean it.
since the jump. I'm like,
Started with whiteout, and now look
Man,
where you're at.
started a while ago.
Hey, now I've got. You know what, man? Like my long-term goal is to get like an exclusive shoe with Nike, right? Like,
100%.
I mean that's kind of what every street brand wants to do. But I've got the blueprint sitting there, bro.
Mad
Like
Force.
I've got those all whites with the cartoon edges on it. Like they're just sitting back there waiting for
What silhouette would you use if they came to you?
Jordan 1s. I gotta use the Jordan 1s,
They're
man.
So exactly, he gets it.
Yeah.
You can be so creative. Like the colorways with them are like endless.
Endless, bro.
You can't run out of colorways with them.
No, and then you can use the different types of fabric on it too, bro. Like just stay away from that like 1985 leather, bro. Like every time they drop those, it's like I bought the Marinas, and I
Yeah,
was
like
like,
a folding
I'm
in
just
on it.
gonna resell these.
Yeah, no, 100%.
These are trash.
Yeah, 100%, man.
But
100%.
all right, man. So is there anything else you want to talk about? We're gonna go ahead and give the social media
good, man.
hits
I
away,
just
and then
wanna-
if so, are you guys up to filming for other people too? If you guys want to, because it's a production company,
Yeah,
right?
no,
so you guys are
100%.
trying to film for other.
That's obviously that's the thing. You know, we want to fill everybody. Obviously, we're trying to reach the world. you know,
Yeah.
one person at a time. So we're definitely trying to film each and every person. We're trying to film everybody, and we're trying to touch the world one soul at a time. So any way that we can do that, we're all for it.
So anybody here in Cincinnati that wants to grab content, that wants to have
Anybody
some type
anywhere,
of
for
production company,
Anybody
you
that
guys are
has
willing to travel.
Anybody that has a pulse and they have red blood,
and a couple
about
ducats
to
in
say,
your
and the
pocket because
paper.
we ain't doing it for
Yeah,
free.
I'm about to say we ain't doing it for free,
Paper's
man.
gotta be
You know,
right, too.
you're paying for the time and preparation that we've obviously learned and gained over the years. But definitely, man, from any aspect, any type of fantasy that you have that you want to come to life, obviously from a photography standpoint, of any type of photo shoot that you want, we can get that done for you. So we're all for it, man. Like I said, we're a production company. We're a company that harps on being the best version of yourself. And we love people, and we love seeing people's visions come to life. So if we can assist you in any way along that journey, please don't hesitate to reach out. And you can reach us any type of way. So definitely, if you could do that, man, we'll appreciate it.
I mean, that's incredible, bro. And not to mention that you guys are already on the precedent, right? Like you guys are the first to get the OnlyFans. That's not going to be sexual related. It's going to be geared towards like a wall where you pay for it, and then you get behind the scenes footage of the Bengals or the stuff that you got going on, which is incredible, bro. So like,
plus a bunch of entrepreneurial stuff as well with the businesses and everything.
So you get the full behind the scenes.
Everything.
Bro. And that's and so you guys are thinking outside the box too, which is incredible. The fact that I don't know if only I'm guessing that you guys contacted OnlyFans. And said,
yeah, like I said, shout out to my marketing team, man. Chris Beverly and Matt Silverman with Lionhearted Sports, man. They've closed so many deals, obviously so many deals for me, and obviously just leveraged who I am as a person and my hobbies and the things that I love to my benefit. And they've done such an amazing deal. And how they close out this deal with OnlyFans, I'm still absolutely absurd. I still can't believe it.
Shout out C-Bev.
Yeah.
Shout out C-Bev. Shout out Matt Silverman. Matt did a lot of the honing in on the contract work, but it was just crazy, man. It's just crazy how they did that, and like I said, I'm just living it out.
Be the first to do it. Let's roll, bro.
Right. Yeah.
I like to be the first to do things. So the first to do.
Pave
a lot
the
of
way,
different
bro.
things.
Pave
So,
the way.
like I
I'm
said,
here,
trying to
man.
change
I'm here
the
for it,
world.
bro. Take my money, bro.
Oh, yeah,
take my money.
Count us
I'm
in.
gonna have to explain to my wife why I have an OnlyFans exclusive.
subscription.
Yeah.
Right.
Explain.
Hey, Pook, it's only it's just my guys' content. It's
Right.
not, nothing
100%,
sexual. Let's
100%.
roll.
Yeah,
But
man.
I definitely want to thank you guys for having me on today. Thank you guys for having both of us. Really.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you guys so much.
Dude,
like I said, man,
it's
it's
awesome.
a relationship that we've built now. It's a relationship that's not going to stop. So I
We're just
appreciate
getting
you
started.
guys. Yeah, I'm going to say we're just getting started. So I
Yeah.
appreciate you guys taking out the time, man. Had so much fun today.
Bro, it's
talking
a
about
it's a
everything.
first of many, bro.
Yeah,
And
100%.
after this year contract, we're gonna come back and have another interview
Oh,
about
100%.
your extension for the
Exactly,
Bengals,
man.
bro.
And we're gonna
Yeah.
I'm
gonna
here
have some
for it,
fun doing
man.
Yes,
And-
yes,
and
sir.
enjoying it.
Hopefully with a Super Bowl ring too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, just come in with one of them joints. I'm here
Hey.
for it, bro.
Bling, blings, blings.
I mean, my
Selection.
prediction was Super Bowl 58. I've made that on camera. Seriously. I was like,
Yeah,
I
so
did
you
a
a
long
while
time
ago.
I did a while ago. That was
Yeah.
like before Super Bowl 50. That was like 56.
Yeah.
And then I was like, not 57, but
58
58.
is the year.
That's the
That's the
year,
We're
man.
gonna-
That's
and
the
we're
year.
gonna do it. So I'm excited, man. So like I said, once again, man, thank you guys so much. I love to come back. Excited for the future within us. So thank you guys for allowing me to shed light on what I'm doing and things that I'm doing, and just to, just kick back and have a good time. So,
Bro, thank you for
Appreciate you
believing
guys.
in us,
Appreciate you,
man.
man.
So if
Definitely,
people want to get a hold of you, or if they want to see any of your social media, what are the links there?
Oh yeah, Twitter. If you want to reach out, it's Trayveon, TrayVeonW. And then Instagram is Trey_Gods_child. If you want to reach out, and then obviously Facebook is Trayveon Williams. And if you want to reach me on LinkedIn for my business people, it's just Trayveon Williams. So
I'm here for the LinkedIn, bro.
yeah, man,
I'm here
LinkedIn,
for
that
it.
really changed it. That changed it. Obviously, my co-professor Alex, she really put me on that. So that's what really changed the game. So and then obviously, if you want to tap in with us on Instagram, we're big on Instagram right now. So that's Leethal Productions.
Hey, that's what I was waiting for.
And that's I'm gonna say LEETHAL Production. So you can reach us
Awesome,
right there.
man. Well, bro, I appreciate you being a part of this, man. I appreciate you coming down and for the thoughtful words. This is going to be something that, like I said, we're going to hold you to it. We're going to make sure that we get that What If podcast if it makes sense for you, and if that's something that they're down for.
We'll make it happen.
Bro, we
We'll
can
make it
we can film it right here.
Yeah.
You know, we can definitely make it happen,
Let's
bro.
do it, man. I'm all for it. Let's do it, man.
Awesome, man.
32 going to take over this year,
32,
bro.
man.
Hey.
Remember the
32,
numbers,
bro.
the numbers.
32, let's
got
go.
Williams on the back representing the legacy, but most importantly, Bengals on the front, man.
I
representing the city, man.
gotta get a jersey, bro. That's
Oh, yeah.
that's the jersey.
I was
I'm
thinking the
rocking.
same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
I was thinking the same thing,
We
man.
can find a spot on one of these walls.
Yeah,
man.
bro. Let's do it.
Dude, I'm 100% in
yeah,
for that
we
one.
Yeah, 100%,
man. Absolutely.
So, like I said,
Again,
I'm all for it, man.
Thank you so much, man.
Oh, no, 100%,
Appreciate
man.
you
100%.
entirely and everything that you're
Oh,
doing.
man, thank you.
The layers are deep, man. Like this, that peel, that onion. You got so much
Yeah.
going on, man.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you're helping people fix their credit. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that's
we're trying to do
that's
everything, man.
that runs really deep.
Foundation
That's
of everything, bro.
that,
I
that
mean,
holds so many people down. So
Yeah, 100%.
yeah.
That's one of those things too, man. Where like you're setting up the future for other people, man, and that's
Yeah.
things that we do here too. Like if you've got a clothing brand or if you've wanted to have a clothing brand, like come down here and pick my brain, bro. Because like I'm not one of those guys that that holds the recipe to Coca-Cola, right? Like I'm willing to give you like the answers where you can just slice off 5 years of trial and error
Yeah.
and just get right.
And that's why I was
get right to
asking.
the
That's why I
brass
was asking you
tacks.
guys about the machine, man, because that's one of the big things that we want to do. Obviously, within Leethal is have that Leethal brand. Obviously, like I told you, branding is everything. So obviously, having a Leethal brand and pushing that, and obviously when people see that brand, they know that it's a deeper initiative behind it. So obviously when they see it. So then, obviously when there's
It makes
production
sense.
behind it, and I was like, oh wow, I've seen that before.
Yep.
So obviously that makes sense. So that makes the biggest
Yeah.
sense. So
It's a dope name, solid logo. Like
Yeah.
you're off to the races.
yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah, anything you need, bro. Anything in
Yeah,
this
for sure.
store, it's yours.
Yes, sir.
We're here for it, bro.
We
So
appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you guys for
Oh,
being a
man,
part
thank
of
you,
it,
man.
man.
Thank you for having us, bro.
Good luck this season, bro. I'm rooting for you, and I'm rooting for the Bengals. And I
yeah.
know
Yeah.
the best part about it, bro, is our team is so fucking young,
So young,
right?
bro.
Like we've got so much
Prime for
talent that's just gonna
greatness.
be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know this 1 year contract is really gonna do you well because it's gonna put the spotlight on you, and it's gonna give the Bengals that FOMO. Where like, hey, we gotta make something.
Yeah,
or,
no,
or he's gonna end up
Now.
leaving and heading
Yeah, no,
somewhere else.
100%. That's the goal, man.
That's
So,
the goal.
100%.
We'll
Appreciate
make
you
it
guys,
happen.
man.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you so
do,
much for
man.
being on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's another episode of the PowWow, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
Yes,
if you want to be a
sir.
part of it, comment below or DM one of us. Shout out to Liquid Death for being a sponsor.
Appreciate
One
y'all,
Heart
man.
Medical. If you're trying to get a medical card in Kentucky, get a hold of us. We will be at Short Vine on 420 doing the
That's my
block
street.
party out there.
No, that's
Yeah.
great.
You're out there?
I live on Short Line.
So-
we
so-
literally, what we there? We there yesterday.
Steak and
Yeah.
lemonade.
Yeah.
Shout out
Steak and lemonade is
Yeah.
my shit, bro.
Bro, we was
Shout
there
out to
yesterday,
Steak
bro.
and Lemonade.
Yesterday,
Bro,
last night.
What's your go-to food there?
So steak and lemonade, definitely. There's Island Fridays up there too. Pretty good. It's a Jamaican. They do
No, from Steak and Lemonade.
Six
like
wings.
what
okay.
you
6-piece
The
wings
wings,
and
sure.
fries with the garlic bread and the fruit punch lemonade.
Yeah, the lemonade.
Slush.
that frozen lemonade, bro. Yeah. So I
amazing.
grew up in Chicago,
another
bro.
one.
So like that's the closest thing you're gonna get to Chicago
So
is
what
the
do you know about
Italian
Harold's?
You know
beef.
the owners are from Chicago.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
I mean, you know about Harold's?
No, I don't.
You know about Valor's?
Nope. Man, we're gonna have to go, bro. They're both Chicago places here in Cincy.
Yeah.
Man. All right, you're gonna have to fill me in, bro.
Yeah.
All the time. 773, 72nd Street.
It's that Italian beef, bro. You can't find it anywhere, man. You can't find somebody to make it the Chicago way. So.
Yeah.
Awesome, bro. Well, I appreciate you guys. So tune in next week. Next Tuesday, we've got Del Hall, he's one of the top Bengals fans on the planet, bro. He's opening up another bar right next door called 16 Lots.
Okay.
He went 46 days with no food, just alcohol.
What?
He went 46
sounds
days.
Yeah.
horrible.
He, bro,
yeah.
Hangover for
You heard that right.
bro,
a month and a half.
He lost.
Right.
He lost
God.
weight. He lost
Yeah.
weight. He looks better now than he ever has. It's
Wow.
wild, bro.
I might
yeah.
stop in.
Come on in,
Yeah.
bro.
Bro, you
went
are-
how many days, man?
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
you are welcome here anytime you want,
Yeah.
man. Whenever either you want to use the green screen, we got a green screen in the back. We got a second podcast area back there.
Yeah, no,
it's your guys to
Yeah.
use whenever you
Yeah.
want.
Let's talk some what if soon,
Get-
bro.
get-
What if?
Let's talk some what if, bro.
Bro, you got to get back home to
What if?
Easton. I know you got to get back there and give him a
Yeah.
little kiss
But
before
yeah,
he falls
when you're on the
asleep.
football field, you got Native in your background, bro.
Oh,
We're here
100%,
supporting
man.
the whole
I'm ripping,
time,
man.
bro.
I'm ripping.
We're watching.
We're gonna get together too
Yeah.
for a pregame fit. I need that fit that's that's on the mannequin.
I'm
yeah.
gonna custom make you the entire
Alright.
thing,
Dude.
bro. I got it.
Y'all
Yeah,
see it,
bro.
man. We'll do a photo
Put like a
shoot for it.
32 on the,
All right,
on the
man.
sleeve, bro. You know what I'm saying? You feel
And
me?
Sharpie.
Hey,
And it's all Sharpie, bro.
Exactly.
Sharpie, we're looking at you.
Bro, like-
Sharpie, we coming for you.
Hey,
It's been twice now. We've talked.
Yeah.
We gotta do something. We gotta
Right.
put some type of action in place.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
Liquid Death is already on the wave.
Yeah.
Bro,
Bro,
Sharpie on the wave.
Sharpie's the whip, bro. Like all these other generic markers, they turn blue after 3 weeks of being on that wall.
Yeah,
Sharpie's the only one that stays black. So let's roll, man.
Let's roll.
All right, man. I'm sure
All
you
right.
guys got to pee. I appreciate you
Appreciate
guys.
y'all for
Tune in
tuning
next
in.
week. We'll be here on another episode of the PowWow. It's your boy Jay Banks, AI. We got the entire crew here. We'll see you next week.
Appreciate
Later.
y'all. Later.
Hey.
Bye.